going on, guys? How's it going? I just found that old ass fucking intro and I was like, hey, let me throw that shit in there and have a little fun on Saturday Shenanigans. I got the desktop set up because I got some cool prototypes to show you guys. And then I got Javon here, my boy. What up?
What's up, buddy?
Cracking, dude. Let me make you bigger. Can
I? Oh man, I was checking out the knives.
How do I make? I can't do like us two and then that thing.
You can three-way it.
Yeah, but it doesn't like. Look, even in this picture, well, you can't see it, but it has two little ones and then a big one next to it. So she said, I don't know why it doesn't actually work that way though. I'm just messing around with the settings right now. Oh, you disappeared here.
No, I'm still here.
Well, I know you're there, but you're not in the picture.
Yeah, hey, I don't need to be on video.
No, this one doesn't work. Well, if I do this, bang, there. Now we can see the knives.
I recognize the Kaiser, but I don't recognize, and I recognize
situated. It's kind of hard because I got it like over here and I'm over here, but trying to, you know, spice things
your office
up
is coming together. You've moved since Thursday. You've gotten stuff done.
Yep. Yeah, I got a new desk. I got my shipping station back here now. Got that all set up. I got another drawer thing over here for all my shipping stuff. It's great. Yeah, so well, we can get into the knives a little later, I guess. First we could say hi to people, I suppose. So let's
what's up, everybody?
I'll pull this down. We'll hang out for a second and then we'll get into the knives. Because yeah, I got some cool stuff here. And I'm trying to learn how the YouTube side of this live stream works. You can do like polls and stuff. I never really looked into that before.
Not through StreamYard though, through YouTube.
Yeah, you have to go to the actual YouTube live stream and then you can do it, even if you're on StreamYard.
So like, do you run both of them? Because I keep the comments popped out of YouTube.
Yeah,
I usually keep
like
them
here. I'll show you actually. So
comments popped out.
This is gonna be a little weird. But I'll just pause it. But so here's the live stream page, and then you can. I did this Q&A thing, or just said ask us anything. I don't know. I was just fucking around. And Louis said, "Why is the chicken cross the road?" It's, you know,
Louis, what's up?
Die. And can Pretty Fly get a wrench? He already did. He already did. Look, he's got a wrench. But you can so I can switch to live chat, and then you can do like polls and shit, just like you would if you had a regular live stream going through YouTube.
So you're just looking at it from your own channel. So just like you said, you will run it through YouTube. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I figured that out a while ago. You can just go to YouTube and then click on your icon and go to your channel, go to live, find your live stream, and you'll have more control because it's your live stream.
Drink water. What's up?
You don't have to be doing the live stream through YouTube. I've actually never done a live stream through YouTube. I've always used StreamYard for years now.
I think the first one, like when I was doing a trial one before the first Knives Live, I think I did it through YouTube just to see if I could go live and realized it was limiting.
Yeah, and I think I tried it. The only reason I ever tried to go live was so that Kyle and I could go live back in the day. And it was like, you can't go live for 24 hours or whatever. And I got StreamYard and it let me go live right. Oh, no, it was you couldn't go live from your phone. Or from a computer, you had to use a mobile device,
right?
Unless you were monetized or something. It was really weird back then. And I got StreamYard, and it let me do everything from my PC or my MacBook or whatever. And so I've always used StreamYard. I've always thought it was the best, but I haven't really tried anything else.
I'll dig into it since I've got time on my hands. I'll research it since I'm a digital marketer and find out if the YouTube platform has gotten more like StreamYard. It would be great if we could all get.
It has. It's gotten better, and apparently you can have guests now. But I think you still can't share web pages or anything.
Present or do anything like that.
So, and you can't pull up comments, I don't think either.
I'll
test it. Maybe like next Off the Edge, we'll do it through YouTube and just see how it is.
Yeah, that'd be
Did you link your channel for this?
No, I'm just going straight through your audience. I figured that's the
Okay.
best way to do it.
I don't know. I mean, feel free. People
Let's
like
see what
jumping in
happens.
on your
Does that
channel.
not
So
break everybody up?
I'm just saying, you don't have to. I'm giving you the option, is all. I don't want you to think it has to be here.
No, dude, I don't. In fact, that's the least of my concerns. Dina,
Wish you could see the questions list. I guess you could if I shared it like this.
well, I'm seeing the questions. Oh, not the questions.
If I did this, can I pop this out? It says pop chat out. Does that pop the questions out?
Yeah, it did. It made it a look. There should be a little window now down at the bottom.
Question. There we go. So now can I share that instead? Let's see. I can. Okay. So is it now sharing the Q&A? Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
So now we go and we gotta like make it smaller or something. Well, it says what?
This is entertainment, guys. This is called How to Use YouTube
Yeah.
by Knife Nerds.
So I can't do anything but like it moves you out of the way. This is so dumb. Why doesn't it? It should just let you do whatever you want. Like it's
I
weird.
bet you knowing how platforms work
Oh,
together.
you can. I sorta.
Well, you did do something there.
Oh, I made you the bigger one. Hell no, I want to be the big one. Can I make this one the big one? No. That's so
I'm liking
weird.
your hat, dude. I ordered. I just got one behind me there. I ordered when he dropped those last 30 blue hats that say they're different though. The material's different and the logo's different.
I have that one.
Yeah.
I have that one too.
Really cool.
I love that one's similar to this material. I love the material. I like this hat
I like
better.
it too.
This hat's a little more like flat square, so I like it a little better than the blue one, but I do really like the blue one.
And what's funny is I used to just rip on people who wore flat brimmed hats, especially people my age, and
Oh, yeah,
now I
dude.
wear that thing everywhere.
I thought it was so gay. I thought it was hipster, all of it. And then I got this hat and I fell in love. And now I wear this hat almost every day, or the blue one. I want more like I want this exact hat just with different logos.
Y'all know, ask Sean where his supplier was.
I did. I asked. He said he's gonna have more made in different colors. I don't think he wanted to give it up. But yeah, that actually be. I should ask him because I could do a Divo one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like they're so small that they couldn't handle your order too. It's not like a OEM, I wouldn't think.
I don't know. I didn't really like ask for that reason, but
What's up, ENG? I agree. Embrace the gay, Kev.
yeah, dude. I embrace the gay. I'm gay as shit in this head, and I love it. Check out my shirt. I got a Night Joker shirt. He sent me a shirt.
Oh, dude, what's it on back? Anything?
More Night Joker stuff. So can you see it?
Oh, sweet. Knives and tools for collecting, and I can't read because of the pole.
He sent me. Hold on, let me. I don't know. Now we're gonna get people's questions. I guess I can't even read those, so it doesn't help me very much.
Can pretty fly? Let me get my reading glasses out because I can actually almost make it out.
I just have to do this so I can read it.
Pretty fly get his wrench.
I already did it. Testing, sheep's foot or sheep's foot. So here's what I'll do, guys. I'll stop sharing this, and then occasionally I'll pull it back up because I don't want to just have that weirdness up the whole time.
And I'll research it this week so that in a couple of weeks I'll be able to download everything I've learned to you. So maybe we can figure out what YouTube will do on its own.
Sure. I mean, I've gotten a little more high tech here with the desktop and shit, so we're getting somewhere. What's up, Ground Fog, Demon Up, Marco, Pretty Fly, Ed? We haven't said hi to anybody. Marceau, what's up? Gluten Free EDC, what's up, Brian? Ricky, what up, Ricky? Can I get your autograph at West? Let's see. Can you hear me now? Billy Barry, what's up?
Ground Fog, are you in here, buddy?
Drink water? What?
Yeah, there's Ground Fog. Ground Fog, you never emailed me and you won a giveaway last night.
Huge dong on the back. Brand new American, what's up? Hi Danielle, what's up? David Von Steberg, that's a member right there. How much foreskin is too much? Asking for a friend. I don't know, maybe like
I don't have much to compare it to. Well, I
inch?
guess I should watch porn more closely. I think I'm kind of dick shy.
An inch or two is too much. Who picked up a Lake Champlain Barlow yesterday?
I have not yet.
I can
because
pull
is
out the
it
old.
big? It looked to me like it was going to be huge. Like it's going to be.
It is huge. That's what she
Penguin
said. Here,
size.
I'll show you. Hang on. Let me get this shot. There we go. So it is a big knife. I mean, you guys all probably, for the most part, know the stout. The same size as a stout.
Do a growler. I don't have a stout.
It's going to be just a hair bigger than a growler.
Oh, is it bigger than the growler? Then it's smaller than the penguin, which I think is too big. No, dude, I'm out. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's the slip joint penguin.
Yeah.
And I love it because of the nostalgia. This is one of my first knives when I got into the YouTube watching and buying what people told me to buy.
Here.
But it's too big really to carry as a slip joint. It'd make a great primary knife.
Yep, that's how I feel because this is a slip that fits like my Feel Good Jack, all my Jack Wolves pretty much.
Doesn't even come close. You will need one of those super large.
Yeah. I'm going to try to have High Grain make me one because Troy's kind of on a hiatus right now. But it's fantastic. It's got amazing walk and talk. It's very ergonomic. It's got a beautiful belt satin hollow grind. I mean, it's got all the hallmarks, all the really dotted or great things that like a Jack Wolf has. It's maybe 10% less on the refinement and quality than a Jack Wolf, but that's pretty damn good.
That's very good.
For $199, you know?
I just hope he does.
Let me get a little better lighting on this.
I hope he gets I hope he continues with different sizes, you know. I don't, because he sells a lot of Great Eastern cutlery, so I would think he would maybe size them that way.
Let's see if I can get this a little.
Your desktop view went fuzzy.
Yeah, because I see if it'll come back.
It did.
Is the light a little better now?
Yeah.
Oh, it flipped over. I don't understand why it does that. Soup. See if I can get that dialed back in. There it goes. The lighting a little better now.
Much better. Kaiser has stepped up their game, dude. I mean,
I carried
that
this
is a killer
today.
knife.
This is the Kaiser Huntsman James Lowe design.
Yeah,
And,
it doesn't strike my fancy, but it looks, the quality is on point.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of that Lucy Kaiser feel, but I keep bringing it up, but it's got a lot of Evo going on. Like I was saying the other day, the handle looks very Evo-ish. Now the blade, of course, is completely different, but the action also reminds me and that's a compliment. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking crazy how it drops. It'll take a finger off for sure, but they did a little better job with this corner here than on the Evo, so it doesn't really get you. You know?
Is that an original design or whose is that?
Yeah, it's James Lowe. He's a Australian knife dude. He's got like a Facebook group, and it's his first knife design to come out.
He must love sharpening, or is that like?
Oh, the recurve? I think he's just trying to be crazy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and again, for what you'd probably use that for, besides playing with it, you're not going to probably need to sharpen it that much.
Evo Huntsman, baby.
I don't remember the model. My buddy A to Z EDC just had one come in. Is there a Maverick that's new? Or am I making that name up? But it's a new Kaiser. It had a micarta handle, titanium, but it had that grayer titanium. It doesn't look like that old Kaiser titanium. And it's a nice knife. Very nice knife.
Mystic? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is the Mystic. Let me pull it up so I can just know.
This is the other Kaiser I got in. This is the Doberman from my boy O. Show. That's what I call him.
Yeah, it's the S45 or the Rex 45. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's the Mystic. O. Show. Really cool design. I love the thumb studs on this one.
It looks a bit, what's his name? Sinkovich? The blade.
No, to me, it looks like blade-wise, it's got a little bit of Peter Carey or Tuzula in it. And yeah, I guess I could see a little Sinkovich. I do think O. Show or O. Show is Eastern European. So that would make sense. I think, because his name sounds Eastern European to me, but.
Is that titanium or is that G10?
No, this is G10. They do have a titanium version, but I wasn't cool enough to get that one. It actually has a reversible clip. Very cool. When you unscrew this, has 3 little notches in there that the blade had or the clip has. You notch it in, and then the screw goes all the way through.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, flipper tab's really minimal. You got to kind of like get on top of it and rip it. It's got a good detent.
Different subject, you know, Crazy K's new company, her and her man.
Pyrotech.
Is Kaiser? Yeah, Pyrotech. Is Kaiser their OEM?
I mean, apparently they're doing their own stuff. I don't know.
Well, I knew they are, and I saw that. They were on a live stream a couple months.
No, I mean like they're like their own factory or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
Well, you and I know that's not true. You can't just go out and start a factory.
Hey, I mean, over there, you just get a small shop. He probably knows how to run a CNC. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. You never know.
I had the microburst out because I carried this the last couple of days and was destroying cardboard with this thing today. This thing's a great little utility knife to have. Really comfortable in the hand. I think he's sold out of these blue ones, but he has the Stormtrooper looking ones, and then he has his micarta ones on sale, I think, for like $80. So before they're gone, I'll pick one up. What?
I like the blade shape. It looks like a tall flat that would just.
Yeah, it really cuts. It cuts. I'd say it's similar to the Pony Stout in like the point of the knife. Super comfortable, smaller size EDC. This might be a little bit bigger, but it's close. This one. What?
I was going to say, is that a miss? What's that?
So this is the new Golden Design. Is it Golden Design Works?
Yeah, Golden Design Works.
I keep wanting to say that, but not positive I'm right. This is the Golden Design Works Caliber prototype.
Dude, that's sick looking.
So it's a frame lock, but it also has a button.
Because the button pushes through to the frame, right?
Right. So you have a real detent, and then the button will push out. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it pushing the frame out. There you go. You kind of see it. See it through the, yeah. So that's how it works. And so it has a back flipper, a front flipper. I haven't played with this at all yet. I just opened it before the live. And you can obviously reverse flick, thumb flick. It's got what looks like a choil, but I don't know. Yeah. Not the most comfortable because you're kind of like boxed in.
Yeah.
But it works. And you got jimping, very fine jimping right here. Nick said something about it being fuzzy, so I don't know if the camera's not doing a great job, but let me know if that's the case.
No, it just focused on the jimping. Looks fine to me.
He might have meant mine because I'm using the MacBook FaceTime cam or whatever for my face because I have to use the phone for this part. Well, I wanted this to look, crisper. Plus, I can't angle my face cam down. But it's also, they're both running off of my Wi-Fi right now, but it's doing a pretty good job. Oops. Micro milling's really nice. It's very cool. I have the fact sheet. I have the sheet right here. I think if I read correctly, he's doing lefties. So if you are a lefty, you may be happy about this. So Caliber was born from the idea of building a better feeling button lock knife, which we needed, guys, because button locks suck. Button locks are some of the funnest fidgety knives, but in my opinion, or our opinion, they always come up a bit short in terms of the feel and quality. 100% agree on that. We think nothing feels as great as the heft of a frame lock, so we combine the two. The Caliber utilizes what we're calling the fusion lock, a fusion of a frame lock and a button lock. Full size, carries over the same smooth elegance as the standard, blah, blah, blah. Aside from the general function, the Caliber, we took the overall execution feel and details up a notch with this knife, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So $319, guys. I mean, he really delivers on price, I think. The standard wasn't super expensive either. For being Best Tech, I mean, that's who we use on the Stout V2, and I know what they charge. So
Yeah,
I mean, he's selling direct probably for the most part. He's doing Magna Cut, so that's going to cost him around what M390 would cost. So, I mean, this thing is not going to be super cheap to manufacture for him. I think he's pricing it really well. So, $319 is good. I mean, we did Van X and all the inlays and camo carbon and all that shit, so it got more expensive, but I still think $319 is a good price on this.
yeah.
And then he's doing lefties for $349.
And
So
that's
that's
probably
pretty
just because
cool.
he has to do such a smaller order, even if a lot of people buy in, but that's not bad.
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, the action, the detent is dialed, the button works. I mean, it's a little different, I feel like, than a button lock because
Does it have access to the frame lock if you didn't want to use the button lock?
yep,
Can you
you
still
can
get in there?
100% just
Go old school?
yeah. I think it's not the button that feels a little different that I was just about to say. I think it's the design. There's like a long neck kind of right here. So
Yeah, that's
it almost feels weird, like it's taking longer to fall. But I think it's really just because you have that portion that has to swing around. I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain, but it feels
do you
really
get to
good. I
take it
mean,
apart, or is it one you've got it's a proto, never mind.
yeah, it's a proto. What were you asking? Did I take it apart?
Or are you gonna be able to take it apart? I'm just curious,
No. You can
if
see
the
right here. It has a plunge. I mean,
I
it
was just
looks like a
wondering if the back of
tradition.
the
Oh, I
blade
see.
was different.
There's a plate. So there's like a L-shaped plate in there that connects to the button, and that. Oh, holy shit! That's the steel insert. Wow, that's really cool.
See, that's what I was wondering if
So the way he did it was this right here. So you got the button that connects to this thing.
yeah, I can see
And
that
this
little
thing is an L shape, and it actually is the steel insert too. So that goes into here and then up
so the
to the
back of the
frame.
blade, the tang of the blade's probably designed totally differently, which might make it feel like it's falling different.
It's got an indent for sure. So that would definitely make it feel different because you have that little bit of travel that you would normally not have.
But what are you, radical design? Radical's probably the wrong word. Innovative.
Yeah, it's very cool. I've had people, there is a D10. Yes, there's a D10. It's a frame lock. Yes, the lock bar insert is multitasking. Here's a change, I guess. So he's
Do you see
gonna
Robert's question?
he's gonna lower this. I think he's gonna lower this bevel or whatever you call it right here. This is gonna come down a little bit, is what it sounds like. Or green is where it's gonna be.
Did
I
you see
can't
Robert Rainone's question? I can't highlight her. I'd stick it up so you can see it.
Can you please go over how the locks interact? I thought I just did that. Okay, hold on. Let me put away the paperwork and everything so I can focus a little bit. And it might be easier if I take everything else off the tray for a second. Then we can kind of focus on this guy. Okay. So the way this works is there's a frame lock, okay? So you have a traditional, right, frame lock. But that steel insert right here that you usually will also act as your over travel stop, right? And then it interacts with the blade here so that you don't have titanium on steel, right? Hopefully that all makes sense.
It does.
That piece runs all the way across here on this side, right? So your over travel would normally run to like here so that it can stop it from going too far, right? But it runs all the way through to the back to here, which is connected to the button. And then the button, I assume, screws into this piece right here, which is actually part of the lock bar insert.
And the back side of it, it's like an internal over travel stop. Because I bet you
flashlight. Let me grab my flashlight and see if that helps you guys see it, because it's really cool. How the hell is it a button frame lock? What do you mean? I just explained.
Well, the frame lock it's basically a frame
There
lock
you
that
go.
locks
You
it
can
up.
see
The
it there.
button just is another way to disengage the frame lock.
Let's see if I can get the focus.
There you go.
Can you see that piece running? I had it for a second. There you go.
Yeah.
And if I push, let me make this brighter maybe. If I push on the button, you can see that whole thing move.
It pushes the frame over.
It literally is, and then it's attached to the insert. So let's see if we can get you an angle on that.
Demon lock very much like a reverse compression lock, except it's not operating off a liner. It's actually activating the frame.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's just a frame lock with a nifty option to push the frame lock with a button. Yes, exactly. So it's no different than any frame lock that you've had before, right? It just has a button attached to the steel insert that you can depress here. I mean, it's free. It's really cool. It is simple in a great way, you know? It is
Yeah, I
more
think
like the smock than it is like a plunge button lock. Instead of contacting a liner, this like the smock, it's contacting the steel lock bar insert. Yeah, so like the smock is a compression lock with a button on it, right? Where this is a frame lock with a button on it. I mean, yes, they're very similar. I have had people say that, yes, very much like the FSD. Yes, the liner lock FSD, right? No, just the FSD. There's that new inset lock one. That's different. The normal FSD has a button that connects to essentially a like reverse liner lock sort of situation. But yeah, I've had people comment when this first came out and say that looks like a smock. Like it's a smock copy. Everything's a fucking copy these days, but I don't see that at all.
No, I mean, I think you can see elements of knives depending on what kind of knife the person looking at it likes. Because we all project shit
Yeah.
based on the way we put stuff together in our minds. So no, I think, and I
I
brought
wish
this
it
up
was a little
because I was going to be
smaller,
on with
but
you. I think this is a copy.
what? Don't please stop. Don't hold that up again. God damn it.
I did. I brought it out just to fuck with you. But
God damn it. Here we
besides
go
that, I
again.
mean, that's where a copy is. I think everything that's inspired by that, the handle looks similar. You can't make
Later, Brian. Thanks for coming by, dude.
you can't make brand new original designs every time. I mean, they're going to be components that are going to
Yeah.
be similar in every design.
I don't think it looks like anything. I mean, sure, you could say things look like I mean, everything looks like something. Like this looks like a Jaeger, you know.
I never saw that until you said that, and I
I
still
get
don't
that
see
all
it.
the time. It's a mini Jaeger. And it's like, no, but I see why you think that. You know, the blade shape, definitely. You get the same kind of vibes there. You know, but you can do
Well,
that with
yeah,
anything. You know what I mean?
yeah, because I get Vero Axon vibes off that knife when I look at the shape when you have it
This,
open. Yep.
yeah. The funny thing is, in the traditional world, right? They all do look the same, and they literally like emphasize that.
Exactly.
They say
Clodbuster.
this is a sway back pattern, whatever, and somebody invented the sway back, and so they just pay homage to that, you know. But in the folding knife world, we're like we have to accuse people of copying and shit, you know.
No,
Um,
I hear you. I think that's crazy.
I think it's cool. He says, neat way to include a frame lock into a button lock knife. However, why? Not being a smartass, 90% of the time I'd be hitting the button instead of a frame lock. I think what he was trying to accomplish is he's saying, did the light dim down over here or something? What?
Yeah, it did big time. I don't know if it physically did where you're sitting or if it was just something in the camera, but it looks like you've gone 4 shades darker.
So weird. Was it that mouse? Interesting.
You can still see the knife great. I mean,
Yeah.
I can.
So what we just read there on that sheet was he really likes the feel, quality, structure of a frame lock because it feels more substantial, to where button locks tend to kind of feel cheap, honestly. Button locks tend to just lack a little bit of refinement. So I think what he was trying to do was get all the qualities of a good frame lock knife and then add the button to it instead of trying to make a button lock more, you know,
Make
substantial.
a button lock grow a D10, which is impossible.
You know, because you'll say, oh, he could have done a liner lock and done that, and then it would have hid this, right? But then it would be a liner lock, which might feel a little less quality when you start putting a button on it and doing all that stuff. So I totally get it. I think it's fantastic. I wasn't that hyped on it from seeing it, honestly, but now that I have it in my hand, this is really, really cool. It is actually pretty comfortable in this grip.
How long's
I was
that
doing it
blade?
right-handed earlier, but left-handed. And to the other point about the frame lock thing, he's making lefties. You can order a lefty, so it doesn't exclude anybody. You know, that would be the other argument for why do a button lock and then have it be right-handed frame lock. You know, but you can get it in a lefty, which I
It's
probably
truly.
would, because then I can, you know, do the reverse flickies and everything. I might pick one of these up. I don't know. I wish it was shorter. That's my
That's what I was
only.
going to ask you. How long's that blade? Because it
Yeah.
looks railroad station knife standards length. It looks like a big guy. No?
So there's a stout, and we now have a channel measuring tape, so I can tell you. I need to cut off this stupid chain. How do I do that? Ah, cool. I can literally just rip it off. All right.
Those links are
So,
probably zinc or something. Almost 4 inches.
yeah, I mean, we're at 3 3/4. 3 3/4 on the blade, and then 8.5 overall. It's not terrible, but it's a big one. It's a big knife.
Well, I think I think a big knife, if it proves itself, can easily be made into a mini, right? So if you're testing design, you're going to probably be more likely to fit more hands if you've got a bigger knife. I know a lot of people that just carry big knives.
Oh, wait, I think I saw Josh say, what's up to James Lowe. James, are you in the house? James, this is James's design. He said, hey, mate, you missed its moment. Here it is. Here's the Huntsman.
We were talking about that right out of the get-go. That is a gorgeous knife.
Dude, carrying it today, I gotta say, I really enjoy the knife. I mean, it's very comfortable in the hand. I haven't cut with it though. I didn't have a chance
Highlight
to
his comment. He just commented, "Hey James."
So I spoke to John about the handle shape. Works out my design had been completed before the Evo. It was a coincidence that they're a little similar. My handle had to be that shape to fit the blade. Okay, interesting.
Totally.
Yeah, and dude, I try to be careful when I say shit like that because people they take things the wrong way. So I tried to be clear that I wasn't trying to say you copied something, but that's just when I look at it. You know how your brain works. When I looked at it, I was like, that looks like the handle very much like an Evo with the frag pattern backspacer coming out, just the grooves and everything. Obviously, the blade and everything is completely different, but that's just where my brain went. But that's good to know. So this has been in the works for a long ass time.
And
I don't know how long
the
the Evo has been around, but
I would have never, but I don't own an Evo, but I would have never seen any similarity with that knife and any other knife because it's so unique. The blade takes my mind away from the handle. I'm
telling you, man, that's how my brain just works though. Like,
well, because yeah,
it's not from a people are copying people point of view, and that's why I try to be careful with it. My brain, I do it not just with knives, with everything. It's like I put things together, you know, like if you look at kids or something, you know, I'll be like, oh, I can see her eyes and his cheeks and her nose. And you know what I mean? It's just how my brain works. I love the S curve blade shape, and we don't see enough of them. Yeah. John was asking earlier if you just love to sharpen or if you were just trying to go with a wild blade shape. I mean, think about it though, John. The biggest argument
from a defense knife, I can't think of anything that would be better.
The biggest argument against a recurve is that the sharpening. But when was the last time I had to sharpen a knife? When was the last time 80% of us knife guys have to sharpen a knife? And if it's meant to be tactical, which I gotta say, it's extremely comfortable in this grip. I don't know if I tried that yet. Your Friday night gas station grip is absolute money on this thing. And look where that curve is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Slurpee saver, dude. There's
it is a Slurpee saver for sure. The one thing I would say, like feedback wise, is the access to the lock bar is an adjustment. I wouldn't say once you get used to it, I don't think it's bad or anything, but it took me a minute because it's like all the way up here. Where
me too, Robert.
I kind of want to do it like here, you know, or right at this corner. I want to go at this corner. But once you kind of learn where it is, it actually makes it safer when you get there. So that's probably why he did that. Because once you disengage from up here, you get hit with that soft corner versus the full blade if it was down here. I wanted a design that felt so much more of a knife for price, so most of the fellow knife fam could get one. I mean, what are they, like 170 or something? I think for this design and the action,
that's outstanding.
The thumb studs are phenomenal, and then you have this is actually a fuller with like a cage in it. It fires out exceptionally well, and then left-handed, you got that bolster. Feels amazing.
The acoustics sound really good. I'm hearing a unique sound.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to love it as much as I do. Just because aesthetically it's not my style, but sometimes the knife just wins you over, you know? So
Yeah, absolutely.
that's the Huntsman. Cool
Well
knife,
done,
James.
James.
Yeah, and congrats, man. I think this is his first design to hit the market. I think he has some other ones in the works. So I hope those all work out.
Well, it's an exciting time in the knife industry, I guess, because I've only been in it for a couple of years, you know, but it seems like there's more from just 2.5 years ago, or whenever I started watching videos, that more people are getting their designs out there, which I think is awesome.
I mean, look at it. I mean, it's crazy right now. You have, I mean, Maddie has a design. Um, James has his design. You got all these brands coming out.
Jared's got his little fixie.
It's very cool because, you know, the knife community is a very like, I don't know, we have our like preferences and stuff. And so for me, these smaller boutique style companies, you know, shout out the Divo knives. I think it's a great thing for the industry because we're seeing, you know, the enthusiasts come out with their knives versus just, you know, more of this, which I don't have a problem with this, but you know, I'd
It's
rather
not
see more
inspired
knives
anymore.
from, you know, the
Mateo,
whoever in the live stream come out with their design. I'd rather see that than another Spider Co.
what's that you got there?
Um, this one.
Yeah.
So this is the Tack Knives X prototype. I don't. It doesn't have a name. So this is the prototype. I think he has a frame lock version as well, which he's gonna send me. He said, and I really like this knife as well. And funny story, he said when he sent it to me, he said, "Heads up, I am a huge fan of the Evo, and I definitely took inspiration from the Evo, so I want to put that out there so nobody thinks whatever." And I got it, and I was like, "This really doesn't remind me of the Evo."
I would have not thought it
When
if
I
he
look
hadn't
at
said it.
this, my first instinct when I first saw this was, "Oh, Damn Designs has a new knife." That's what my brain thought because it looks to me
Like a
something
Sobius.
like Damn Designs would do,
I
you
love
know?
that tip.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think the stuff with, like I was saying, enthusiasts designing and stuff. I'm trying to maybe make that some kind of a Devo thing. I wanted to call it the Barstool series, but Brent Backpack B was like, there's a whole brand called Barstool Sports or something. I don't follow them, but I don't know. He thought maybe that wouldn't be a great name. I just think because we do everything alcohol related. I just thought that made sense because like it would be sort of a community thing where we do a design with, you know, different people in the community. Our first one is going to be with Stasa,
The
and it's
Fireball.
the Fireball. So I'll go back
Dude, I'm
over this
proud
in a
of you for
second.
keeping that under wraps. I mean, because you didn't let out a peep. I mean, that's your first kind of deal like that with a channel doing their design,
Yep.
and you were mum on it.
I mean, I talked about we were gonna do something with somebody. I don't know if I leaked Stasa before, but I didn't show the knife. I just got them, but I sent them off right to Stasa, and I made sure he got to post a video before I ever talked about it because I know what that feels like. It's
Who
very
came up with
cool.
that backspacer design? I think it's brilliant the way that
Yeah.
y'all are
So
doing
here, I'll show
knives.
you guys.
Was that a
We're gonna
Colin
get
thing, or you, or did Stasa have that figured out when it came to you?
the backspacer was me. Did it flip over again? Maybe that's
No,
better. I don't know. Hold on. Wait, no, it didn't. Did it?
you just turned the knife upside down. You set it down that way because of the clip.
Is that the hold on? Oh God, I'm going crazy. So we were working on the design. We got it all sort of going, and we were like, shit, how do we get a reversible clip on here? Because you know, we were like, we'll keep the show side clean or whatever, but we need a reversible clip. You know, Stasa wanted to make sure we included lefties, not just because it was me involved, but because he wanted to include lefties. And so I was like, hey, I think we had just released something that had a wraparound backspacer. And it
Is
was
that the
somehow it was
Z?
in my head. I don't remember why. And I was like, what if, right? What if we tap it? So here's what we did. And we're going to get new prototypes. And we might end up having to put a screw over here to lock this down and get it more flush. So it might not end up being screwless on this side. But what we did, and we want to cut a little bit of a cutout into the backspacer for the clip so it doesn't have any wiggle, because right now you can, even with the two screws, you can sort of wiggle it. So there's how the backspacer looks on this side. And when you pull it off, you have body screws underneath, right? Two here. And then on this side, it's the same exact thing. So I
So
don't
you just
have
did
one
that
here. I
piece.
sent them to Colin and Nick. But essentially, you'll see it's tapped for carry on both sides. And this screw is tapped on both sides. So you just take a lefty backspacer, which we would give away or sell to lefties, right? You slide that on, and then you would screw one here and the two for the clip. And all of a sudden, you have a lefty clip on here. And then this side would basically be clean except for the pivot screw.
Dude, that's cool. I mean, that's a very
That was the
forward-thinking
idea.
idea.
Yeah,
Proud of
and I
you.
mean, I knew there was the risk that we were going to have to do multiple prototypes on this one just because of that, having to dial that in. But, you know, I think it's worth doing it that way so that we get it right. But then, you know, just add a little cutout for the clip to sit into.
I'm surprised it moves with two screws.
Dude, I've cranked on them and it still moves. I don't know why. But that's obviously why they didn't put the cutout and why we didn't think about it, because we just assumed it would it would work with two screws. I guess two vertical screws works better, but that's pretty tight, and I can move it a little bit. So that's something we need to adjust. The D10 on these is absolutely money. We're going to cut off this little point right here, and then this will be a flat. So it'll be a great choil.
Did you see Nuga's question?
Hold on.
Nuga's one.
Would it be possible to extend the backspacer to fit in between the sandwich CF flush with the CF? Or would that get too expensive? Possibly extend the backspacer.
I didn't understand it because I'm not looking at the
Are
knife.
you saying all the way up to here? Are you saying so it would stay like this, and then it would kind of go into the scale here? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. We were talking about adding micro milling to it to make it a little bit cleaner. It kind of gives it like a fat look when you look at it like this. I don't know if you guys get that, but to me, it kind of gives it like a fat look. It's not. I can grab the calipers.
Nuga says no on the other side, the bottom of
What?
the knife.
It's hard to understand exactly what you're trying to say, just because I'm not a physician. Hold on, let me get this right. There's no way. Maybe it is fat. Oh, was I getting the clip there? There's no way it was 6. There we go. Alright, I
On
was
your
like,
half an
holy
inch,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was over half an inch. It was supposed to be under. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, you can see it's 0.47. It said 62. I almost fucking shat myself. So in the hand, it's not contoured because we did the backspacer. They couldn't contour it. But because you don't have a gap here, it's super comfortable in the hand. So usually if you have a flat knife, like do I have a flat knife? Like if you have a flat knife, right, with no contouring, and you have a gap here, that's what usually can feel uncomfortable. You kind of feel those corners here dig in. So when you have that covered, even though it's flat, it really melts into your hand. You don't get
So you're
that.
not pinching those four corners
Yeah, you
that you
don't get
normally
that
have.
pinch. I'll show you. Here's a size comparison. Like here's the stout. Keep seeing these little like bugs. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I mean, it's slightly smaller. I think it's actually sort of in a middle range for us. We usually do like 3.3 or 2.9 on the blade length. I think this one's like 3.1. Yeah, so it's like right at 3 inches on the blade. And then overall, you're at 7.25. So I think it's like the perfect size because you can choke up, not have a bunch hanging out. You can choke back and still get a full grip. For me, anyway. So that's the Fireball. And it's a work in progress, but we're going to get on those next prototypes or whatever. I mean, maybe they'll come back and say we could do this and this, and, you know, we don't need new prototypes, but, you know, it's not going to be a pre-order or anything, so it wouldn't be the end of the world if we did that, but we'll see. So excited about that guy. Let me go back to this one. So glad the tape measure is in the toolbox on the line. I think he had more to that. Hold on. The opposite end from the blade, maybe that explains it better.
Yeah, he said when you're looking at the clip,
Here?
there's another comment that says when you're looking at the clip, let me read it. If you go up higher, it says when you're looking at the clip, the gap that shows between the carbon fiber. So I don't know if he's talking about at the end of the clip, like where it would go into your pocket, that little gap, or he's
Here?
talking about the gap at the bottom. Let me go to the next one, see if I can put it together, which the opposite end from the blade. So yeah, in the butt end. So if you look at the clip, I think he's saying if it wrapped up all the way to the
Here?
there, yeah, that's what I think he's asking. Like, could it?
So that all of this was covered? I don't know. I mean, you could probably, no. Well, yeah, you could probably pull it off, but I don't know if that would look good aesthetically. I like having the carbon kind of.
Yeah, he said, yeah, the part you just pointed at.
Yeah. I think just having some milling on it and securing it, I don't think people would mind if there was one screw like that over here.
No, I mean, if you've got, and this is my squirrel brain, but I don't know if you saw Zach's video about his knife rattling, his Doug Ritter,
Yeah.
the bag cut Hogue. And I think a screw would be much less of an issue than if it made a rattle or something that people might, you know, take that they couldn't see, but they felt was a problem than seeing a screw. You know,
Right.
I think
I
that would
agree.
create less problems if there's something that's.
So this is the Tack Knives button lock prototype. And this is the one I was saying. He said it was inspired by the Evo, or that's his favorite knife or something. And I was saying it kind of reminds me of a Damn Designs or something. I really like it. I mean, the blade is way more aggressive than the Evo. This clip is insane right here.
How much does it stick out of the handle when you close it again? It doesn't look that fat. A little fat.
Dude, it's sweet. I mean, good reverse flick. The ergos are super comfortable. Friday night Slurpee saver.
Yeah, I like the neutral look of the handle.
And the button is excellently done. You got that pattern on it, and then you see that recess around the whole button. So left-handed, usually when I go to flick button locks, I end up on the button, which I do here, but I can't depress it on accident and screw up the D10 or the spring.
Because it's recessed slightly into
Because
the
it's
scale that
recessed
catches
and it's
it.
a longer button. It's the same kind of idea we did on the mash button lock with Kaiser. You spread out the weight so your finger isn't just pushing a button straight down. You're not depressing it at all, which makes it usable as a lefty. Thumb flick's a little bit more difficult because I get caught on this corner here. So that is one thing I told him. And then I want the blade to be, I want the hole to be a little sharper so that I can, I don't know, just get a little more grip on it. It's fine, but that's just some feedback I gave him. And then I would like to see a real belt satin, not this machine look.
That does look pretty sterile, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a mash, it's like that basic CNC satin. Not a fan of that mostly, but I'll take it if that's all I can get. I would like to have that Evo cousin knife also. What's its name, Lefty? Are you talking about this one? This doesn't have a name. It's a prototype from Tack Knives. So he's working on it. He's trying to see if people are interested. I really like it. But he does have a frame lock version. So I think I'm going to check that out as well.
Is
So
it
we'll
D10?
see.
Does it feel like it's got D10 or does it feel
Yeah,
like
no,
a button?
it's one of the better button lock springs I've felt. It's got a little stick, but that's usually what happens when you have a good spring on one. He says looks good except the button lock. I mean, I really like the button, but I know what you mean. You'd rather have it be, a frame lock or something. This would be a cool like inset liner lock, I think. But yeah, this one's cool. And then the last one I got in, well, I'll show you the spider codes and stuff, but this one is a new knife from company or brand or dude, Monochrome EDC.
I'm digging that. I'm digging the handle.
And yeah, and this one, I can't remember the damn name of it. Axiom says it right there. Axiom Proto. I think it's Best Tech. I'm not 100% on that.
Is that a hollow grind? It is, isn't it?
Dude. So again, this is a theme tonight. He says he has inspiration from the Evo, and he named some other knives. I can't remember what they were. But so there's some of that DNA in here. It's funny because the Evo came out 2 years ago or whatever. It got really popular. So now you're seeing all these people who love it, and you're getting some of these inspired designs. Now this doesn't look like an Evo, just like none of the other ones that I mentioned Evo with actually look like it. But again, to me, a little in the handle here. Again, we heard James's explanation, which makes perfect sense. So, but again,
what's up, Paul?
A little bit of Evo looking handle, or the Evo handle looks like this, however we want to put that. A little bit in the blade here. And then he mentions it too, and I guess he means in the blade here. So it's kind of funny. We have like a little theme tonight. But this guy, somebody said it is Best Tech. Oh, it's my knife. There we go. So, hey, we're just getting all the designers tonight. I love it.
I love it.
Aiden's in the house. This is his design. So, Aiden, give us a little rundown, I guess, if you can, on the design, where it came from. If there were other inspirations, please let me know. I saw it in your Instagram post, so I wasn't just making shit up. Mariso says that looks like a Divo. I love
the shape of the blade hole.
This is a T-Rex, is what it looks like. Here's a stout. It's a lot more. They both have blade holes in their sheep's foots, but I don't think that looks very similar.
No.
This is why anybody would say that right here. And maybe the hump. But, I mean, if you go look up, search Todd McGinnis Custom. Not Todd. What the hell is his name? James McGinnis? Anyway, go on Instagram and go to McGinnis Customs or something. And you'll see a knife that has this exact blade on it. I had never seen that knife in my life. And I think Luck Knives pointed it out to me. And I was like, holy shit. I literally designed the same exact blade this guy did. So, again, we've talked about this 100 times, but he said, my favorite knife is definitely my Evo 2.0, but I did get a lot of other inspiration from my modified Kershaw Launch 14. That's right. I saw the pictures he mentioned. I could try to pull that up. He said, and I kind of copied the whole design from your stout. Laugh out loud. There you go. He's admitting it. I'm getting royalties on this one.
Which launch was it? The 13? I'm
The
Googling it on the
14.
page.
Pull up his Instagram, Monochrome EDC. He did a post where he showed how he drew the launch board. Like he took the launch 14 and then he like was making adjustments to it, and that's kind of how he landed on this. It was a very cool post. If you find it, we can pull it up. But I gotta say, upon handling this, my immediate thought was, damn, it's fucking fire. It feels really good in the hand. It has probably, maybe next to the Evo, possibly better, the best hollow grind, the thinnest. It's the way the Evo feels. If anybody here has ever had an Evo, when you pinch the hollow grind, you literally feel like you're touching your fingers together. That's how thin it feels. This is exactly the same. It's just this stupid thin hollow grind. Goes all the way out to that tip. I mean, look at that.
I'm really digging that. I think that's my favorite so
Let's see if I can
far.
get you a view. Oops. God damn it, Kev.
Yeah, don't cut your palm up. Show us how sharp it is while we can watch you drop blood on your mat there.
I don't know if you can see it. It almost looks like it gets thinner and then thicker again. Like it's insane.
Dude,
Like
it's so
bow
thin.
ties almost.
Yeah,
It's
I really
gnarly,
like
dude.
that.
It's gotta be. I mean,
And what's the Instagram page again?
Monochrome EDC.
Monochrome.
How much does an Evo go for? Evos go for a lot. New from a dealer, they go for like starting at 600 for this kind of build, plain Jane, they call it. And then it goes up to like 1,000. And if you go like full Zircutai, obviously it's crazy. But if you get them on secondary, forget about it. You're paying 800 for a plain one. Maybe not these days. I don't know what the market's like, but yeah, so you got this sort of integrated choil look here, which it's a little smaller than I think I would ideally want, but then again, the way I hold the knife, it actually like just fits perfectly in my hand up in this grip, much like the stout in terms of how you have that spot right here to place your thumb, it's got that going for it for sure. And then I think I do actually like the way that choil is done instead of having a full choil that maybe aesthetically would be a little different. You just need to be careful because you're getting right up on that edge, but it works. And then you have this grip back here. I get stuck a little bit in between here. I have to kind of pull back my thumb because my natural grip is to land right on that point. And then I just have to pull back. But I would never hold it like that. I would always hold it like this. So.
Yeah, the mod on that Kershaw's thick.
Yeah. Did you want to share it?
Oh yeah, I can share, can I?
I mean, the D10 Best Tech has they did it with the stout prototypes too. It's not like strong, but it just kind of pops and then you can hear it clicking. Just like they get that perfect range. So let me can I make this big? Let's make it big. Let me pull down that comment. I'll pull this back up in a second. So I'll read this while you guys look through. Can you flip through the pictures? I'm glad I'm receiving a lot of positive feedbacks. This was just a passion project, but I'm working on opening up a pre-order for anyone who wants it. Also, this isn't the final design, so changes to come. There we go. Was there other pictures of the launch or whatever?
No, let me see. Hold on, I'm scrolling too far. Let me
Here's
close
the
out of
clip.
that.
Oh, I pulled it down.
Let me see if I can find an earlier launch. So that's the only launch.
Yeah, go back. Aren't there other pictures? I swear he showed different pictures of the
Oh,
launch.
hold on. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see. How do I? What?
Hit the arrow, the over arrow.
Yeah, when I do that, it takes me to the next post. That's what's weird, because when I click the over arrow, it takes me to the next post and is, see, it's not.
Go. Oh, there's a little arrow inside of it. Click back. Go back to the launch. Maybe that is the only picture. Is there? Yeah, there's a little
Yeah.
arrow. You can barely see it. Halfway up the picture on the right side.
Oh yeah. My bad, dude. That's a terrible design of not the knife, but the
Yeah, the
UI of
picture.
the fucking picture thing. I could not see it.
So he's showing you how he kind of got there from the launch.
Very cool.
And there's the Evo. Oh, and that was the other one, the high fish, the high, whatever the thing's called, the high fin. Very cool.
I would buy one. I mean, it speaks to me and something that I
Yeah.
like.
So here, if I pull that back down, right? Pull this back up. Just for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but just listen. Does it come through?
No. Now it does.
Again, it has, just like that Kaiser, it has some Evo-y sounds, which is not a bad thing. Sounds amazing. What the hell is going on here with this thing? Is it like, I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting. It almost seems like the quality went down. There's literally a light right above it. Let me try to start lowering. See if this helps. There. Maybe that's better. But yeah, can't flick it lefty unless I climb all the way down here. But it feels great. But that's if you read what he was saying, it was just a passion project, right? That's how it all starts, man. That's how Divo started. A passion project. Me drawing a fucking picture.
Yeah, but look where you've come in less than 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you do a passion project. Curious, how much does a prototype cost from one of these companies? It depends on which one. So if you order prototypes from Kubi, right? Like here's again, this was the monochrome EDC Axiom. If you guys were curious, keep your eyes on him on Instagram. Monochrome EDC. If a mod wants to throw a link to his Instagram in there, that would be fantastic.
I got it right here.
Maybe we could throw links to any of the ones we were showing too, TACCOM and everything. Like this here is the nip slip. This is an upcoming Divo design. And
it doesn't let me post through the fucking StreamYard. It wouldn't let me unless you took my wrench away.
don't think so, but let me double check. Is it?
It doesn't matter. I just tried to post it in there.
I don't know when I would have done that though. Let me show chat. Where's the damn chat? Hold on.
Let's see
Live
if it let me
chat.
post it.
Did you actually post anything?
Yeah, I posted it twice and it's been held. I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Just put something in the chat so I can see if you have a wrench. Just
Okay.
say hey or something.
Yo.
Says Jaban, read my message. Yeah, you don't. I don't know why. Add as moderator.
Reach me up and I'll share it again.
Okay.
You can take it away after I share it. It let it
No,
go
I
through
didn't mean
that
to take it away, but
time.
I have no idea when I did that. We should pull the questions back up. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Kubi, it's $500 for 2 prototypes. So if you want 4, you pay $1,000, you know, or so on and so forth. Usually you want more than 2, but if you're gonna do the run without pre-orders and you're pretty set, you could just do 2 and pay $500. It's also a good way to, you know, check a design out, make sure you want to do it. For example, the nip slip here, we are having 3 OEMs do prototypes to find the right one. So we just had them make 2 because we may not even use them. Although I gotta say, I really want to based on these prototypes because they're so good.
Because it's so good.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens with the other 2 OEMs. But if they take their sweet time, we might just freaking do this because I love how these came out.
Well, I also
they're 500. QSP is usually like they'll do 4 and they'll do like $1,200, something like that. Best Tech can get pricey on the Stout V2. They wanted $2,500 for 6 because I wanted 6. I want to pass them around. I want to get reviewers showing it off. If you're doing a pre-order, you need a lot of them, I think. If you're just going to order them, then you don't need as many. Concept is pretty cheap. They're like $700-800 and you'll get like 4, 5, 6. But it's usually somewhere from 500 to 1,000 for like 2 to 4. And then if you need more, obviously it goes up. So it's not crazy. And a lot of people, what they say is, they say, well, I'm just going to have that. Why wouldn't I just have somebody prototype my knife design and not even sell it? You know, that's what everybody says. But it's like, once you put all the effort into paying them to prototype it, going through all the steps of the 3D drawings and the CAD and all of that, and then you get the knife and you love it, it is very, very hard not to want to create a company around it and sell that thing. So that's why that doesn't happen as much as people think. Like, oh, I'll just get the prototypes made and then keep them. It'll be like I have my own custom knife of my design. You could try that. I'm just telling you, you're gonna fall in love with it or get invested. It's just what happens.
Yeah, and want to share it with the marketplace, with the community.
So I don't know if you guys saw Jim Skelton dropped his nip review today. So that's out there. This is the purple Nurple.
Yeah, I'm stoked on that.
And that's the purple Nerp.
Is it smaller than the Pony Stout?
Oh, yeah. This is the Jack Sparrow. Black Pearl Camo Carbon. In case you're wondering why I call it that. I try to come up with goofy ass names. Maybe that's better. I don't know. This lighting thing is killing me on this. This is I call it the tidbit. If you guys have ever seen Christmas Vacation, the tidbit nipply out. Russ!
I'm a carbon fiber fan, but I think I like the tie the best.
And this is the blackout nip.
And that's tied just like the one beside it.
Yep. So these two are titanium. These two are camo carbon. They all have steel liners, but they're all milled out inside. These weigh 2.8 ounces, and these weigh 1.8 to 2 ounces.
What
They
do you
all
what feels
have.
better in your hand?
I would
'Cause
say
that's
they
a
all
big
have
swing.
medium detents. The way the flipper's designed, it's so easy to just drag and pop. It just doesn't need like a super strong detent. And we noticed on the prototypes, they were a lot stronger, and it would literally start hurting your index finger after a few flips. So we had Kubi dial that in. And the reverse flicks money. It's just, it takes a second because it's so small. You just got to get used to where to place everything. But I absolutely fidget with these like a madman over here. And
Thanks for
this
your
one is
service,
a
baby.
traditional pocketknives.com exclusive. So this is the all black one, black wash blade, and then all PVD, everything else. This one's a White Mountain Knives exclusive, all stone washed everything, and then blue accents. Well, the hardware I think is satin, but all blue tie accents. And then these two will be direct through DivoKnives.com. And I sent out some samples to reviewers. I set up some affiliate links. So, Javon, if you want me to set you up with one, let me know. And so some guys have codes now. I'm gonna set up codes so you guys can get 10% off the Divo Knives website with the codes, and then the guys will get a little bit of commission. I couldn't do a lot, but I wanted to do something, so I set up a Shopify collabs thing. So
Can
I don't
you
know
do
if you
a
have.
code without
I
an
don't know if you
affiliate
do
link?
affiliate links or whatever, but if you want me to set you up, I can.
I haven't used any affiliate links yet, but I do like the code idea.
Yeah. All right.
If
Well, if
you,
you want it to be your first one, I mean, if you just want the
well,
code,
I'll tell you the way I think about it, and I'll tell it to you because it's your knife. I always think I benefit from getting cool knives. I know how thin margins can be, and I know it's why I don't want to get a commission off of it. Don't need it. Don't think you guys need to retain as much margin as possible.
oh yeah, but I also want to, the thing is, if I do links like that, people will promote it more.
True, but
That's my
again, I think
theory. That's my theory anyway.
that and you've used them effectively where it's not shilly at all. It's just a way for people to easily get to the product. For me, I think with the way my brain's so scattered anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be that effective with them. But I'm effective with the brands that I'm passionate about.
Right. Well, that's how it starts, and then that brand has an affiliate link or code, and then it's just natural. You'll want to share it. I don't know.
Yeah, but it seems like every commission that you have to pay out, it's going from the growth of what y'all are trying to do, right? I mean,
Yeah, but you also need, I don't know. I mean, it's obviously you're paying out commission because somebody brought you a sale. So, anyway, I wanted to test it out. So I set it up. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if we get screwed, then I'll stop doing it. So we haven't decided all that yet. When we do release these, I want to have Troy do a run of some kind of custom slip for it. It would definitely be separate though. Just because, let's say we make 300, 500 of these, he can't make that many slips. But Yeah, so we have to figure out who the OEM is first. Like, it'll be easy if it's QSP. It'll be easy. We can just have them make slips. If it's Kubi, I don't know if they'll be able to make slips. They could probably source them. We probably want to include a slip with it, just because it's a really small knife. So I feel like I really would have appreciated if this knife came with a slip, because it would have
It's
fit
larger.
that slip. And I just don't have anything that fits this. By the way, you were asking about the size on the nip. So that's the Lake Champlain, which is basically the size of a stout. Here's a pony stout. This is the prototype of the premium one, by the way.
Like it.
Yeah,
So it's probably closer to the Vanish's size.
it's very small. The Vanish is a little smaller or bigger, I think. No, smaller. I don't know. Let's find out. Smaller, ever so slightly.
But yeah, but that's I'm digging it. So just I'm
But
digging it.
what you got to remember on it is it's got the choil. It's super comfortable, even with a large glove size hand. I get a full grip. It does not feel like a small knife. And this spot right here is nice and rounded. So when you're holding it, you can choke up to here and it doesn't like poke you or anything. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. You can use that spot. So
Yeah, I'm in.
we got really good feedback on these at the shows. So hopefully that'll happen again at Blade West. We're going to bring some. That'll be the soft launch of the
Hey,
nip.
Lefty, pull up the questions because I'm seeing Jay is asking what we'll answer, and I don't know. I don't see a question in the
No, that's
chat.
what I was trying to do before, and then I got distracted again.
Well, I
There's
just
a
read that.
couple in
So
there. So
if Jay,
Jay said, any
any
update on the
update?
Lush? What kind of cost are we looking at? Those are going to be $199. And they're in production with concept. They should be done this month. That's what they've been telling us. So we'll see. Hopefully that's the case. I went over the caliber. You probably asked this earlier. What are your opinions on the larger manufacturers having these design contests? I think it's awesome.
Well, did you see Backpack Bees? I sent Brent a private message that I thought his insight was something I'd never thought about.
Hold on, let me what?
Go to his Instagram story and read his. So, I mean, I think he was dead on because he's a creative. He thinks it's a way that companies are taking advantage of young knife makers.
What?
Yeah, check out his Instagram story.
Design competition. Is this stopping it? Hold on. Design competitions are just companies being cheap and not wanting to shell out money to get designs. Okay. Pay designers
the whole
for their
thing.
work. I'm looking at you, artisan. At the very least, your top 10 should get some form of compensation. Get out of here with that shit. It's embarrassing. To all the designers who entered, I think your work is amazing. So, hold on a second.
You got to go through several.
No, my question is, I assumed these guys were getting paid. They're getting a royalty like any other collaboration, right? Is he saying they're not?
No, I was looking at the way, and let me find it here because. All right.
Let me pull this. Let me pull the nip thing back down or whatever. Hold on. Let me look at these other questions real quick. Where's that page? So, what is your favorite Divo design? Man, I don't think I have one. It's so hard to choose between your babies. Right now, I'm really loving the nip slip in my pocket. It's just been fucking amazing. And I love the nip. I love the butt. I love them all. Whichever one's around at the moment. Any update on that? Okay, so we got all these. All right, we got all those questions. Let me stop sharing that. Sorry. And yeah, what were you gonna say? You're gonna pull
No, I was
something
just
up?
trying to find his story. I was on his page.
Only the first place person. Well, isn't that the only person who's getting a design made?
No, I need to read it because the way he put it, he was talking about how creatives' time should be compensated. I mean,
if they're not getting paid and their design is being made, then yeah, fuck that.
and I
But
don't know how to find his story except scrolling all these stories because when I go to his page, I don't know where your
what's
story would
Jeffrey
be.
talking about? A lot of dude, you gotta pick something up, man. I know it's not that easy. Come to a show. I'll let you handle them all. I don't know. Will they answer? Who answer what?
That was the question that I asked you about, but
Uh,
you just went through and answered the question.
he might have been joking because I literally said in the thing, "Will we answer?" Most of it happens on the weekends. Okay. He's talking about making the knives. Commission is based on sale that may have not occurred without the code, so it's profit for both the influencer and right. Exactly, and that's how I feel about it when I promote stuff and use my
We need to
affiliate
talk
links.
offline because I need to understand it better where I don't feel, I get it. I totally do. And I've always worked off commission,
Thank
so
you, Josh. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we can talk about it, dude. But I think I should set you up, especially because you show Divo a good bit. Be good to just have a link and a code. You're helping the way I like it. It doesn't always work this way, but my preferred way of doing it when I'm like as the influencer or whatever is where I get to give the viewers a discount and then I also get commission. That's a win-win right there. So that's the way I set it up with this Divo thing. The viewers get 10% off, and the influencer, whatever you want to call it, content creator gets 5% commission. I basically figured I'm going to try it where we have 15% to work with, and I sent them out to 4 guys or 5 guys, and I said, hey, if you want me to adjust it, we have 15% to work with. So if you prefer to get 10% and only give 5%, as the discount, that's fine. And that's everybody's own prerogative. But all the guys were like, I'll take the 5 and give the 10.
sure.
So, I don't see how that's
No, I just don't
not good
understand
for
it
you.
enough, and I just need to learn more about it.
Does the titanium version have the same looking blade? Yeah. You can see it right here. Oh, you mean the finish? So this is a stone wash. This is a S90V stone washed blade. And this is the carbon fiber ones are belt satin. True belt satin. So it's vertical here and horizontal here.
That kind of changes my outlook.
It's the best finish you can get on a knife, in
Yeah.
my opinion. And I got Kubi to finally do a legit one. Hopefully that comes through. Watch my video on it, and you can see them up close. But it's got the legit, awesome grind lines you see. I mean, it's literally as good as a Riot or Best Tech, in my opinion, on that. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And then you get the horizontal on the flats. I don't know how well that's coming through, but dude, they killed it on this. We had to pay for it, but they were able to do it. So you're gonna see a lot more of that. The Mash 2.5 coming out is also gonna have some with that belt satin on it. We're doing a couple of cool versions and we added pivot collars. So I'm excited on that. Doom has nice things to say about the nip. Yeah, Doom really loves it. I'm happy he likes it. It's always good when you get guys like that really excited about a knife. I'm kind of the same way, right? When there's just some knives that grip you and you get really excited. Let me see.
That's funny,
I
Calcoon.
can't find the comment from Aiden where he was saying they were saying something about wishing him potential headaches. I retired a couple years. I don't know. It ain't my parents chose me and not my twin. They left that baby at the hospital. I don't have a twin. Appreciate the support. Hope you're getting that 100% disability check. Okay, quit. Someone read the T&Cs for us and report back. Artisan probably now owns all the submitted entries. Congrats, seeing your passion and work being paid off for your eyes. Thank you. Most people aren't lucky enough to experience that. Clear how grateful you are, and that's the best sales pitch ever. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that very much, and totally agree. I don't know if this has been asked, and answers are going to be a longer the nip L, aka the nipple. Yeah, we might do a nipple. We're working on another design that's kind of based on it, sort of more stretched out, no flipper tab. And it's like a 3.6-inch blade, a big one. Finally, we're going to do a larger knife. That one's called the Tall Boy. Colin's kind of finalizing that to get over to OEMs for prototyping. That's kind of the next project to put in the pipeline.
I still think it's ironic and it's funny as hell that you quit drinking right after that.
Yeah.
And you're still sticking with it.
Well, he still drinks, so it's fine. When does it drop? The nip drops on the 19th. It'll drop on the 19th at 1 p.m. on our website, White Mountain Knives and traditional pocket knives, depending on the version you want. So if you want titanium blackout, you're going to want to go to traditionalpocketknives.com. I got a link for that, by the way. And if you want to go all stonewash, go to White Mountain Knives, use LeftyEDC over there. And then you can go to DivoKnives.com and use whatever code you want. Like I said, some guys are going to have codes now.
Double D10.
I believe
Sidecar.
What?
I'm just saying hey to people that are popping
Yeah.
in.
I believe the active ones are Bees has one. I think I made it Bees 10. And then I made one for Jared Neve, Bang 10. And then Tri-State 10 and Knives Fast 10. So those are the 4 that are active right now. Like I said, I'm gonna try to recruit John.
Yeah, Javon 10 is the one I like.
I think Lefty 10 works too, but I think I have it set up just to take $10 off. Because if you look at like the Stout or the Buzz, 10% is going to be a big hit, but it is what it is. If it brings people in, I think it's fine. So anyway, there you go.
Alice.
And we'll have them at Blade West.
And that's next weekend?
Yeah. I'm flying out
awesome,
Wednesday.
dude.
I'm trying to go a day early this time, so maybe we can make it out to like the mountains for a second, or like, I don't know, go on a little hike or something.
That'll be fun, man.
Usually I fly in Thursday. So you get in Thursday night, you set up, and then Friday, Saturday, you have the show, and then you got to fly out Sunday. You don't get a day to do anything. So I figured Thursday we can, get up, go do some shit, go on a hike or whatever, and then go set up, or vice versa. There's already snow. Nice. A big Divo knife. Very cool. Me one. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm not big on big knives, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I think it'd be cool to have one in the lineup. But yeah, so the Knife Joker, which I have a code there, Lefty10. If you go to the knifejoker.com, Lefty10 will take 10% off. And he has like stuff from Riot, Spyderco. So it's, different stuff that usually I feel like you don't see 10% off on. But he sent me this PM2 in Digicam. And this has S45. Which is interesting. I didn't know. I figured it would be S30. This one has a great detent. Very snappy. I'm not a big compression lock fan because left-handed, I always drop them. And then right-handed, I always pinch myself right here when I open it. You ever get bit
ever
by
tried a
it?
CME? One of those compression made easies from Justin?
Yeah, even left-handed, though, when you do that, even though you have the button now, you still have to kind of pinch the knife like this because of where it is. It's not like here. where you can still kind of wrap. You have to like be here, even though you're pushing on something, you still have to like pinch it. So
Yeah, I
what
see what
happens
you're
is you
saying.
pinch it, and now you're holding the knife like this. I drop it all the time. And then he sent me the military too. This is
You know
what
what?
this is what started it, I guess.
How big is that?
It's a mammoth, dude. And I guess they remade it with a compression lock now. It was, I think, a liner lock. I'll show you compared to the PM2, which the PM2 is already a little big for me personally.
You know what's weird is it is big, but I like it so much better than the Para 3. For some reason, the Para 3 did not work for me. I sold mine. And
Parrot
I've
3 is
been,
an interesting one. I like the Parrot 3 better than any of these, but I'm not a big Spyderco fan. I own one Spyderco. I still contend, and I get comments all the time on my short on it. It's the best Spyderco ever made. Native 5, fluted carbon fiber S90V.
backlock.
Yeah, dude. Backlog. Shout out to Colin. He gifted this to me for my birthday last year or 2 years ago. I don't even remember now.
Hold on, buddy. I'm going to grab a drink.
It's got a regrind on it from somebody called DCC. Somebody tell me who that is again. Something Creek. Excuse me. Very sweet knife. And I mean, it's so fidgety. People hate backlocks. I love them.
Yeah, my Dragonfly is super fidgety. It's a backlock.
I mean, I can flick it sometimes if I get it right. Not on camera, though. There it is. Super ergonomic in hand. I mean, you can, if I could get out of the way, I could probably swing it closed. I never really tried that, though.
Yeah, I guess
I mean, I
most
can
of mine.
easily drop it down to here, and then I just. I mean, Colin he's like a native 5 like collector. He has one where he can just push this and it literally just closes like a guillotine. I can't thumb flick it either, but I don't care. It's just one of those things. I enjoy slow rolling the knife.
Are Mannix easy for you to use? You don't like, is it too big? The Mannix
I
2?
hate
Really?
the
Just
man.
because of the action? Or the spring too strong?
So it's two things. I hate the design because the way the Mannix falls in my hand, when I go to pull the lock, it just doesn't sit in my palm right and it slips. The Mannix 2 is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You go to pull down and it just slides and like does this, and then I can't close it because it just doesn't. It doesn't have like the bug out or whatever. It's kind of like flat at the bottom, so it sits into your palm and you can put pressure down and pull. The Mannix like slips out of your hand. It's like super curved down there. So I always have that issue. The spring tends to be too strong. Everybody, it'll break in. It's like, eh. Yeah, so I just don't like how that feels. Plus, I'm just not a big Axis lock fan, you know.
Yeah.
Have I ever showed you this one?
No, is that a growler axis lock?
Yeah. Kubi. No, Kunwu.
Dude, that is so cool. I have not seen that. How do you
Yeah.
like it? Does it have detail? Because Kunwu's, I've been writing them on every Instagram post saying, please make a frame lock option to all your knives because your frame locks are so good
Yeah.
and the others are so soft. Because I've
I
got the
asked for the
Pulsar.
strongest spring, so it's actually really good.
Because I put the
You can see
strong springs in the.
it gets like hung up when it closes because it's so strong it like catches a little bit. I like it, But I don't know. We just had so many other growlers going and things going. I just don't love the bar lock all that much. This is titanium and Vanex actually. And the plunge grind I hate. Look at how they did the plunge grind. Hold on. You see that? It's
Yeah,
just super goofy looking.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's goofy as
The
shit.
thickness doesn't go with the plunge.
Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know. It's in the pipeline, kind of like just waiting. But I've heard I've heard things about their OEM QC that scare me a little bit. So and you know, Kubi just crushed this one, so I don't really see a benefit to the bar lock.
No, I
Here
mean,
you get the detent, you get the full detent. This one you can even front flip. So we might just try to do a more premium version with a milled clip or something. We're still working on the US one, but we're not getting responses right now, so I don't know what to do. At some point we're just gonna have to probably take it to China. The premium version, unfortunately.
well, we've seen a beautiful premium version come out of China. I know that defeats the purpose of trying to get it made here.
I know, but if we can't get it made here,
No, I mean, nobody can say you're not
I'd love
trying
to
as
get
hard as.
Tactile to take it. Get them to do it.
What do you think about their new knife? I did not. It didn't give me the feels at
To
all.
me, dude, the way they teased it and all of that, I was expecting so much more. And it's
Yeah,
just very,
it just
for me,
didn't.
it's very sort of plain and boring. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way they hyped it just made it seem like it was going to be some super, like, they called it a hyper knife.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really
Maybe
know.
that's why the buildup didn't. Maybe that's why it didn't give me the feels when I saw it. I was just kind of like,
I don't think they should have done the buildup with that. Like, I think if they had just dropped it and been like, hey, this knife's the new design by TJ, everybody would have been like, sweet, new fucking cool frame lock or whatever. But it was just like, oh, okay. That's how I felt anyway. I'm not trying to, they put a lot of work into it and shit. But here, we can pull up what we're talking about just so you guys can see. Let's see. Tech. Yeah, it kind of would. I mean, they're one of the only companies that seems to like actually make knives for people or like work with people. So it'd be cool, but I don't know. They also have a lot of QC issues. So here's the design that we're talking
yeah,
about. They just had a very long, like,
showing little bits and pieces of the
yeah,
knife to make you think it
they
was going to
really
be.
hyped it up like it was going to be this crazy thing, and then it was just like, oh, it's a knife. It kind of to me looks like any Tucson or something. Like it just doesn't. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you guys let me know if
To
you.
me, it looked more bulky. It looks anti everything that I've known or thought that Tactile was in terms of their design. And maybe it's just because it looks bigger in the picture than it actually is. Fatter, clunkier, I guess is the word. And that just could be the look. I haven't seen it in a hand.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen it in the hand either. I'm hoping maybe I get a chance to handle it at Blade, but I don't know if I'll have time. But I don't know. The way they hyped it up, it was very obvious that they were talking. Yeah, TJ designed the Arius, right? And that's what I kept thinking of when they were talking about hyper knife and how awesome this was going to be. And I just assumed it would be like a competitor to the Arius in some way. Like that's how. So that's the problem. I think is that the way they just hyped it up, it doesn't match the knife. It's a very simple sort of like, hey, that's a nice looking EDC knife. It's not like this is a hyper knife, right? Am I crazy?
No.
It's a lot of milling though. It's contoured, so that's a lot of machine time. Yeah, sure. Looks like the new Kubi knife, right? That's what it's kind of like. Oh, it's just it's another design. Maybe we're jaded, you know. ProTech's not interested. I don't think. I've asked them in the past, but it was a long time ago. But they were like, yeah, we don't. They have like a couple companies they do stuff for because they have an in or something, but yeah. Talk to Doc Schiffer. I don't know who that is. I'd love to buy that. Bar lock is ambi. That's only benefit. Yeah. But the liner lock's basically ambi too. I mean, you just use your other finger. I don't know. Right after I bought a Kunwu too. Nice, dude. What else? Love all my cold steel knives with these triad locks and occasionally fidget with them also. Nice. It makes the wife nervous. Mannix isn't an Axis crossbar style. Yeah, I know. It's they call it the ball bearing lock. It's the same. You know what I meant. I know everybody loves the Mannix. I just don't. That's all. No, I haven't polished any washers. I mean, I have, but not on the Native 5. Demko is the greatest backlock inventor. Why? Because he invented the triad lock, or because all his locks are backlogged. Custom knife maker here in the U.S. Doc Schiffer is from Mississippi. Why would I hit him up though? I guess you
For the
said to hit him
growler.
up.
This is all talking about people to possibly partner with for a U.S. growler. Because somebody said earlier, Bitchmade might do it. Probably keep it under 2K. I thought that was funny.
If he's a custom maker, he's not making He's not going to make production runs. If that makes sense, that's what I'm looking for. Seen someone on IG unbox a knife that was packaged in a bag with a nutrition chart on the back that told what knife was, but can't remember that. Was that the Fido, the one from Keennison? Check out Keennison Knives. They have a Riot made knife called the Fido, and it comes in a bag like that. I bet you that's it. Which new vampire? This time around, he showed that off already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
With the he put it on his post today. You want me to pull it up?
Sure. Yeah. So this time around, I'm gonna be checking out the all black with the dark matter red. I thought that would be a good. I haven't checked out anything but belt satin with camo carbon or fat carbon. I always get that combo because that's just what I like. But I thought maybe I should check out something different this time around. Like, I probably should have tried the Ultim last time, or, just to spice it up a little. But so this time I went DLC. I went with this one, DLC with the dark matter red. And that'll match my other one, which is belt satin with lava flow fat carbon. So,
and for you Instagram people, don't use a light background for multiple pictures, because I can see that arrow like nobody's business. It's just if you got a light background, it's going to blend in.
What about the backlock Mannix? I've never tried it, but I'm sure I'd like it better for sure.
What's the okay, it's a blacked out.
Okay, maybe he was just saying to check out this Doc Schiffer guy.
Okay, I'll pull him up in just a second. So are you going to get the blacked out with the carbon
that's the one I
fiber?
asked for. What?
Are you getting the blacked out with the carbon fiber or the blackout tie?
This one with the dark matter.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The second from the bottom?
Yeah, I don't like the all tie ones because of that screw. The screw kind of bothers me on this model because it's supposed to be like symmetric. And then you have that one screw at the top on the coffin area, the swell. You know what I
You gotta
mean?
think about that when you're because I see that too, and I wonder if that would be the same type of feeling you get if you change Stas's to put that screw there. I wonder if it would break up that side because you
I
can
don't
see
think
it.
so.
No, because it's a different. Because it's
I mean, it's not like a symmetric design. The only reason that it bothers me on that is because it's identical on both sides, and the one
but
side
you don't
has a
have a screw
screw.
on the other side yet,
Yeah.
where the coffin comes out.
But yeah, I mean, if we can avoid it, we're gonna. It's just if we can't, I don't know what else to do. You know, I don't know if we could put a screw in the back that maybe that's the way to do it. Like maybe there's something you could tighten that like pulls, I don't know. I can't think of a good way to do it.
Evening, Steve.
Yeah. The next design I'm working on for licensing is going to be a 10-inch compression button lock. I'm not a fan of the vampire. I had a whole argument with Knife Nerdery yesterday because he's like, why would they call it the vampire jack? It's not actually a coffin shape. And I just can't agree with that. I mean, yeah, it's not, it doesn't look like a coffin, but I think it has the traditional pattern of a coffin jack or whatever they call it, you know? To
Yeah,
me,
and his are always a little different. It's got
when you say it's a coffin jack and it's called the vampire, I immediately know exactly why and I don't question it at all. But somehow he does. But it got in my head because I'm like, maybe he's right. They all look really good. I like the purple one. That's the one my gut was kind of like, oh, I should go with the purple one. But I really should try a different one for once. So
yeah. I think
vampire, man, it's one of the best users. It's one of the most ergonomic. The only downside for me with the vampire is it's not as pinchable as
yeah,
other. That's really the only thing for me.
because it stays down. The blade's lower in the handle.
Yep. Yep. I remember I had it with me at Blade West last year.
You know what's interesting, and I guess it's symmetrical, but it seems like you have that nail nick a little bit more
Oh, and I
forward.
kind of already have a slip for it. Aha. Perfect. This might fit. Or I could use the one I already have for the midnight, which is
What was
probably
that
what I'll
builder
do.
in Mississippi? Do you
This was
remember
originally for the K9. What?
the builder in Mississippi, the custom builder? I was going to pull him up,
Doc Schiffer?
Doc.
Yeah, the laid back. That was sick. Yeah, I still wish I would have went with that one, I think. I do love the one I have. Really love them all, but that
Oh
screw
wow.
really bugs me. Yeah, that screw really bugs me too, and I'm surprised because Ben is very particular about design. But what can you do? He has to have the screw. I mean, he could have just not done full tie versions. It's probably what I would have done, but I don't know. Oh, now I get it. I think he was saying that the Archer looks like this.
Gotcha.
At least that's what my brain immediately says,
And it looks
right?
like
They do look pretty damn similar. Let me see if I can wow. I mean, I've definitely seen this design before.
I've never
The
seen it.
the one the tactile one, the Archer. I've definitely seen a knife that looks very similar to that. I don't know if it was a Kaiser or maybe it was an Artisan or something. Is it the what's that Artisan, dude? The it's a little bit more of a Persian blade though. Arroyo. Pull up the Arroyo from Artisan.
That's got a real sweeping blade, doesn't it? If I remember,
Oh,
yeah.
awesome, Jeffrey. I remember that. The Pacific Blue one, right? The Knife Rights one. Yeah, when is that starting? Shit, it's already October. We got to get going on that, don't we?
This knife? Oh, it's not sharing. Hold on. I didn't think it looked like this, but maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's not the one I was thinking of. Trying to think of what it was. Definitely seen something very similar though. But whatever. It's going to be over 500. I mean, USA made. I mean, it makes sense. The machine time and everything. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I guess expected like something more crazy. And maybe in hand it will be. Like maybe once you get it in hand with the milling and all that shit, it'll look crazy, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I feel like it looks like, but can't quite put my finger on it. Is there a Tucson that looks like that? The Maverick?
Mm,
Oh yeah, I agree. I told you guys this earlier. That's how my brain works. Tucson Maverick. Yep, I think that's it.
let me find it.
There's a
Oh,
Tucson Maverick, and then there's another guy who makes knives that kind of look like that. Mercantile something. Here, look at this one.
I think I know which one you're talking about now from Artisan. It's the, because I pulled it up when I was searching for this. It's the accelerator.
I mean, no. The
Well, that looks like,
Accelerator is a really crazy looking one. I mean, this is just a drop point blade, so I mean, there's gonna be a million things that look like it. This is similar though. But there's definitely another one that I just can't put my finger on right now. Can't think of. It's probably just some Kubi or something, you know?
what's up, Steve? Scotch and things.
Yeah, I wonder that too. I mean, luckily it's just a frame lock. So honestly, it's probably a little simpler than what they've been doing.
Unless they fuck up the geometry.
Well, yeah. I was not complaining about the archer, just making a statement with the time and material. I didn't think you were complaining. Looks like Rotten Evo.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Knife Joker sent me these to check out. So check out Knife Joker, Lefty 10. You know the story.
I
You know
don't.
the story.
I forget about them from time to time. I need to go back and check that site. Something's weird about the layout of that site. The design, the UI is, for me, kind of funky. I don't know what it is.
Knife Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
And for me, when I go look at new stuff, it looks like it's always the same stuff, but I know it's not.
Over 500, we're told, Paul. Over 500. I didn't get that flashlight yet that I ordered on the last live stream, so I ordered it even though it's a forward clicky. And I did reach out to La Lima, and they told me that all of their 14500 lights are forward clickies. So there just doesn't seem to be a lot of reverse clicky 14500s or larger lights. You know what I mean? Just kind of, I guess, the nature of the beast.
Right.
Yeah. You like my shipping station back here?
Dude, you got it going on.
Check it out. I'll make myself big. I'll show you. So I got this desk. You guys gotta check out this website. It's called Costway. And their shit is dirt cheap, but it's like good. My wife, I found it because my wife bought her. She was looking for a desk, and my wife is, she doesn't like spending a lot of money, so she's looking around, and she
She
found this
must be on your
website.
ass all the time.
What?
She must be on your ass all the time.
She found this website called Costway, and you have to put it all together. It's like IKEA, like from scratch. But I mean, I got that desk, so it's a 55-inch desk, and then I got this, which is you can't see the whole thing. Hold on, I'll show you. So
Oh, yeah.
it's like a
Little
rolling
drawer.
cart. It's got 5 drawers, right? Took me like 2 hours to put this thing together because I had to put all 4 sides of every drawer, do everything. But I mean, I fucking did it, and it came together perfectly. But I got this cart, and obviously the wheels aren't going to be very good on this, but it slides right under here like that. If I wanted to, anyway. I kind of like keeping it over there with the speaker on it, but I got this all set up. Got my label printer, my printer. Got my I don't know if you can see it, Rollo scale over here. I got a whole section of tape kit. Got my Marksman. Pretty pumped.
Yeah, dude. Looks like you got it going on. And you still got your bag hanging on the door that used to look like a fanny pack till you upgraded to a backpack.
Oh, I got that's not a sling. That one's a real backpack now. That's
Is
from
that
Topo Design. Shout out to Backpack B for the recommendation. But yeah, I got so now I have my shipping station, my recording studio desk, and then I have another desk over here, and that's my full-time job desk. So instead of having the corner of a room for everything, now I have a section for everything, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
You already have stuff on the walls. We've been in ours over a month, and it's still, dude. We literally have one box left that is in a closet downstairs it has some stuff to hang up that my wife hasn't figured out yet. But I just can't have boxes around. Oh, sorry. I can't have boxes around everywhere, and I just can't do that. But yeah, I got all this stuff up on the walls. I filmed a studio tour thing, but that was like a week ago before I got the desk and everything. So I might have to refilm it. We'll see. It probably posts tomorrow, so I'll probably just do another one.
The evolution of it.
Yeah. Most carried knife right now. Nip. Most carried flashlight. I've been carrying the shit out of this Hoku Clicky. I love it.
Since you got me hooked on fixed blades, I've been carrying this for the last week.
Oh, nice. You got one of those?
Dude, I love it. It's thin.
Nice.
It's thinner than my when I say thin, I've always loved the Axon. So they're about the same size, but if you look at how he was able to do the choil, if you look at the thickness,
Nice.
I just keep it in my back pocket. I put an ulti clip on it.
Yeah, the Axon was always way too thick. But yeah, nip is what I've carried the most lately. That or the nip slip. And then I've carried the microburst quite a bit and the Lake Champlain Barlow quite a bit. That's
Yeah, I'll
pretty much what
probably
I've been carrying lately. What about you, Pablo? If I get the Narrows for $350, I'd buy one. I think the super thinness is really cool. It would probably go up in value in the future, like the Anthem did. I don't know, but I had one in, dude. It's like too thin. It feels like a knife without scales. Like they didn't make it comfortable enough that thin, in my
almost
opinion. It
feels
needed
like
to be
you're
like it needed to be shorter handles. They made it all tall.
Jim Miller. I know the feeling, brother. I blame Lefty for all of my bad purchasing habits from the start. I told you about the
We just talked about this, Pablo. We both think it's kind of boring. As much as, TJ seems really cool, but the way they hyped it up, it just kind of like made it like I was expecting something sort of just, I don't know what I was expecting. They kept calling it a hyper knife. Like when you say hyper knife, that's like comparing it to like
it's supposed to be a lot better than
supercars.
anything you've done. Yeah, it's supposed to be levels up.
And he designed the Arius, which, is probably considered one of the best hyper knives. So I don't know. It just didn't hit me, I guess, is the way to put it for me. But I'm not hating on it. I just, I hope it does well. I'm
It was
sure it will.
underwhelming. It's not that it's a bad knife. It's just after all the little partial posts, I would think that we were thinking it was going to be something different. Yeah, that's exactly right, Demonot. Because what I was saying in my slip joint video, I was never going to buy a slip joint. I did a video a couple of days ago, which was just all my slip joints because I'm an addict and I've got a shitload of them now. But the first one I bought was an Ohio River Jack, totally asleep. I guess it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. I had a confirmation letter or email, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Ohio, that's a slip joint." I said, "I ordered a slip joint," and then I also used your code. So I thought that you were doing some dark arts, where you were putting it through the stratosphere to make me just go buy it in my sleep. But after I got that knife, I ordered the Hedgehog before the Ohio River Jack even got to me because I'd started buying. I was an addict and I just started consuming those fucking things. I think I've gotten over it though.
Kubi Knives Hyperion.
I haven't seen that one.
I mean, that's the thing, man. There's just so many knives that look like this. That's what I was trying to think of what it reminded me of, and it reminds me of a lot of things. It's just a Ferrum Forge, even like it's just that. What I think I was thinking of was what's that guy's name? Attention to.
Dude, I think this Therion is it. I think that's the call.
I think I was thinking of this guy. This knife.
Attention to detail.
Yeah, hang on. Let me switch to that. I'll show you. Whoops. I think I was thinking of this knife right here, the Mark 1. I don't know.
See, to me, that looks a lot cooler than
it's just a simple drop point blade with a sort of long fuller thing. Like it's just not.
If you look at the this Hyperon
I
or
did. I
whatever.
pulled it up, didn't I? Didn't I pull it up?
Well, I was on another browser tab. You might have. I was looking at this picture of one from the back side, the clip side, and it looks exactly like it. But I'm not looking at it side by side.
Here, I'll pull it up on the Kubi website. I don't know why we're doing this, but whatever. Looks like the blade is really short compared to the handle on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it looks wonky. And the
But
price
yeah,
looks
sure.
kinda
I
crazy.
mean, it does definitely look a lot like it. Okay, it's done. When I get 100 subs, I'm gonna buy a nip because I love the design. Nice, dude. How many subs you got? We got 88 people here. Maybe we can get them to 100. You
I
can't
don't
buy a
think I'm
nip right
subbed
now,
there. Let
though.
me go.
So
Texas Night Guy.
can't buy a nip right now. I'm not really looking to buy one, Jim, but I'll try to handle one first. Dude, trust me, it's not comfortable. Yes, exactly. It feels incomplete. It feels like you're holding a knife with just liners on it. They didn't really make it feel like a thin knife. They made it feel like a knife without liners. But it's not bad either. It just it doesn't have a good spring though, so it's soft on the D10. Just I don't know. See, what is it? Texan
I
Knife
couldn't find it, and I was
Guy
gonna
2006, was it?
yeah, let's try that. 'Cause I was gonna put the link in.
He's got 15 subs. I'll subscribe. Let's see.
Drop the link in there.
He's unboxing his new QSP Penguin. So he's got one knife video. So I think we might have a new knife guy on our hands. Welcome.
Welcome,
to the
dude.
rabbit hole, my friend. I might have to unmute this. Let's see. Let me know if you can hear it.
I got a pack.
Yep.
Please.
You can?
It's a new
I
knife.
can't. Hold on.
It's a pretty sick new knife.
All right, now I can.
So it's Texas Knife Guy 20. Let me
Yeah.
Google it.
CGRB Pyrite. Let's get into this.
Welcome to the world of many finger cuts.
There we go.
All right. Not doing a lot of talking before the unboxing. That's the way to go. People like that. You won't get the 5 minutes
QSP knives.
since you see the knife. I hate those cuts.
Don't look at it yet.
Like just skip, you know.
I've got to get better at reading comments. I don't know why I don't get
stickers.
notifications.
That one's cool.
I know you came here for a critique,
got-
so that's what we're doing.
This cool looking card with the penguin on it.
Love the excitement.
Ooh. Wait till you see this, guys. Oh my god. Ooh.
Can we see it?
It's not doo-doo, buddy. It's your first video.
He's in awe right now of that knife. I love it.
That is pretty substantial. Here it is, guys.
There we go. Okay, it's got the dark matter fat carbon.
QSP
Looks like
Penguin
that looks
in
cool.
red.
I don't think that's
Shred
the
carbon
dark matter. I
fiber.
think that's their like
Lava.
version.
It's so pretty. It's got pretty decent action on it too. Very nice Warncliffe blade on it.
Nice,
And
dude.
that's
You don't sound
pretty.
nervous at all, which is good.
Wow, that's pretty.
And keep the enthusiasm, dude, because that's what
Is mine damaged or?
made me buy knives. What's the Texan Knife Guy? What's the numbers?
2006.
It's supposed to be like that, but that's
2006.
gorgeous right there. On the show side,
Please tell me that's not when you were born.
pretty sharp. But yeah,
I'm old if
That
that's
is
the case.
much
That's when I
nicer
graduated
looking.
high school.
it's also the same size.
He's got some
as the
shorts,
CGRB
too.
Pyrite.
Yeah.
Much more.
That would be
rigid
my,
CRB shape though. For that blade.
Advice.
Reverse
Well, I'm
look
new at it
this
too,
new-
but shorts
yeah.
work for me. And I don't do
I
anything except
hate
flip a
shorts.
knife. All I do is I'll flip a
That is
knife.
Nice.
15 seconds, never more than
Amazing
15
detail
seconds.
on it. Oh, there we go. Needs a little broken in. But it's got smooth enough action. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, smell it. I always smell them too.
I like that a lot.
You get that China smell in.
I do like myself a button lock. I wanted to get myself a penguin, and this was a really good price, so I got this.
I had the same feeling when I bought my penguin about
God
2.5
damn, I'm
years.
old.
Right, that's it, guys. Get yourself one of these because
All right, man. Go subscribe, guys. My little bit of advice would be show the knife more. Like hold it up, let people look at stuff, and then talk louder. Other than that, I mean, you don't really seem nervous, which was for me when I started. I was so nervous early on. Go watch my first videos. Oh my God. It took like 50 videos before I didn't sound like a robot. And then just keep making videos, man. You didn't ask for this, but I'm giving you the advice. Go
It's good to
subscribe,
get.
guys.
I'm gonna drop the link. I think this is the link to it.
We need him to buy a nip. I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, work night balance. What up, dude? How many are headed to Blade West? How many nips? How many nipperoons? I guess it depends on what else I'm putting in the case. I ordered another Nanic 960 case to take to the show. We have one, but Colin has it. So he's going to bring, what's he bringing? Growlers, buzzes, maybe a couple of ponies and mash. So I don't know. I could fill it up all the way with them. I could probably fit 100 in there, maybe more. I don't know. But I'm not sure. My thought was to bring like 30 of each. I have no idea how many we would sell.
That's funny. He said that's good information too, but he was curious how many people in the chat are going to Blade West.
Oh,
Because the title of your
there
video.
you go. There you go. Now you know anyway.
That's funny.
Well, because I know he was coming to get a growler, so I figured he was asking about the nip too. I gotta see what I have for a giveaway. I keep forgetting to put that stuff together beforehand. I have one of Alice's pouches or slips. I actually sent one of these or two of these to Brent. I thought he might like these, so I was sending him something and I put them in there. I think I did anyway. And then I have, what's it? I got a Bastide. You guys want a Bastide? I got a Bastide Corsair.
That's a good knife.
Dude, it's a great knife. It's got really good action for a little axis lock knife.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a great giveaway. I had one of those and gave it away, and I forget who messaged me who won it, but they loved it. That's 14C, right?
Nitro V.
Nitro V.
You guys
Yeah,
want
but they
this
do
one?
it snappy. They can make them snappy.
Yeah, and I think it has the thing where, yep, you can set it to different settings. So they're stealing the clutch lock thing.
Hey, Zach Stuff, good to see you, brother. Hey, Lefty, you might want to open the questions poll.
Yeah.
Zach's like, so do you guys stop answering questions? Maybe the poll's not a good idea if we don't keep it up.
What did anybody actually read it? Because
well, if Zach's wondering if we quit ask, there must be
it
some in there
says,
that.
ask us anything. Will we answer?
Oh.
I put the caveat in there. Don't you worry. All right, let's.
I'm going to Nashville.
We can read
Knife
through
show
them.
next month.
With the best design, any update? You guys going to Nashville? No, I didn't.
I am.
So they were doing the New York one there, and then they just started doing their own, I guess.
Well, because New York is actually a one-day show.
Yes.
And
And
Nashville,
it sucks.
yeah, and I think Nashville got a lot of attendance. So
Yeah.
they're doing their own now, the same venue that it's been for the last 2 years.
Have you looked at Taiwan? Actually, Colin and I were talking about this yesterday because he said we should maybe try to look into Taiwan just so, because U.S. is turning out to be really hard. So, he's like, maybe we could look at Taiwan. I'm like, yeah, but who does OEM work in Taiwan? All you ever hear is it's Taiwan. You never hear Best Tech, Kubi. You never hear the name of the company. You just hear Taiwan. So I don't even know where to start. And the quality feels, it feels like whenever I handle the Taiwanese knives, I feel like they're, I don't know, like a little less than what you get from like a Kubi or QSP or whatever. So I don't know. So yes, but no. I'm just trying to think of where else we could have knives made. I don't know. Tricky. Isn't it a requirement to hit the like button? Nice. Cards or cash only at Blade Show West? Do you mean in general or Divo? If you're talking about Divo, why can't I get this to not do that? If you're talking about Divo, we take both. We have Shopify and we have a swiper thing, which I always forget where that thing is. I gotta make
Cash
sure.
is always king, though, if you go to knife shows.
I don't know. I feel like carrying a bunch of cash around like that is like tricky because then you want to spend it and then I don't know. But
I just mean for
we take cards. We've always taken cards. We have a Shopify thing. So totally up to you what you want to use. Cash is
and
cool.
Brother
Though.
Jim, it's November 17th and 18th, my man. We usually just go up for Saturday, which is the 18th.
Says
If you
not
come
one
up, you
day
can ride with us from Huntsville.
in 24, and then yes, you will answer. Yes, we will answer. So there we go. We covered all of those questions. Marco, we definitely take cards. I'm not sure why you're saying only cash, but what is one designer you want to collab with on Divo? I don't know. Good question. That's a great question. Trying to think who.
Happy early birthday, Allie.
I don't know. I feel like we've talked to some people and thought about it, just haven't. And I'm blanking right now. Can't think of anything. Manganis Divo collab. That would be an interesting one. Totally different trains of thought. That would be cool. But I haven't thought about it. I haven't talked to Sharif about it either. I hope he's doing well. I don't really like hear from him or anything, and then I just hope he's doing well. Hope the pre-order is going well. Does anybody know where that's sitting right now?
He seems pretty positive. He's always on with Maddie. That's where I'll usually see him.
Yeah.
And they've got a live stream that they do. That I
Those guys have like their own little clique.
A little
Stevie,
designer.
Maddie, Sharif's in it. Pocket Metal, I guess. Is he still around? I don't hear.
Yeah, Pocket Metal. He and I hang out on Monday nights.
Okay. This thing's sick, dude. This is the monochrome EDC Axiom.
That's my favorite of the ones you showed.
I like this, and I like the Golden Design Caliber, and I like this one as well, the Huntsman.
Oh, I like them. I thought they were all bangers.
Riser. And then there's one more here that I got. Let me grab that.
It's like if
For
I had to choose one.
people who are new to the live, this is the tack knives prototype of his.
I see
crazy
damn
design.
designs too.
They're
But I would,
all just like crazy designs.
out of all four, the second from the top would be my favorite.
And
then
then this is
top
the
one.
Kaiser Doberman, which is also a really cool knife. I have a disassembly coming on this because he actually asked me to do it, which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Tell you something on a totally different subject. Do you remember when Jared Neves did the review on this little knife, this Max Ace Meerkat, and he complained about the pocket clip being crappy? Well, he got in touch with Max Ace and gave him this feedback, right? That it was a great knife, great value, but the clip was kind of a deal breaker. These dudes made a new clip, sold it for a penny from their website. So after Jared gave them the advice, they went and had these clips made. I got mine in today and put it on, but and measured for skiffs. But I just thought for a maker to get feedback like that and then offer it for a penny. Now shipping's $15. I had no problem with that.
Is it better?
Yeah, dude, I don't have. It's longer. All they did is
Those
made it
relief
longer.
cuts look like they would make it horrible, no matter what.
It slides in and out of pocket, and it's a funky knife. I didn't buy it really because of the design as much as the materials. It's S90V, and I like Max Ace. I've always had good luck with them.
Let's see if anybody has questions about those knives. Brian from Sharp by Design would be awesome. Yeah, I don't think he would ever work with us, and I don't think he does collabs either. Where's the Stasa Divo knife? That's this design. This is the Fireball. Let's see if I can get the right screen up. There we go. Hold on. This is the Fireball. This is the first set of prototypes. We're going to do another round to try to dial in this backspacer, seat the clip into the backspacer to lock it in more, get rid of this little tip here so that you get a flat choke up on. But yeah, I love this thing. Great design. Action is stupid on this thing too. Yeah, Brian would be cool. I'd love to work with Casey at some point. Do a Tempest Divo collab. Let's see. Got to keep that backspacer. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get rid of the backspacer. I think if anything, we're just going to add a screw here. Just because the reason is this doesn't sit perfectly flush. You can kind of get it close. Kind of get it close, but you have to like set this perfectly, and you should be able to just tighten your screw. So, you know, it's raised up. So we might need a screw there. Stiff ass D10 too. I love it. Is the caliper have better lock bar access than the standard? Love the standard, but a little more lock bar access would be great. Well, for the most part, you're probably going to use the button, right? But it does have, I think, better lock bar access. It's still not like super cut back. I think he just doesn't like that. But I can get in there easy. Even the standard wasn't bad. It just looked bad. You know, it kind of reminds me of like what Giant Mouse does.
Where you have to go straight at it. Yeah.
Yeah, they design it because they don't close knives like we do like this. They just they go like this and they put their thumb in and they close it. And if you do that, it works freaking perfect. So that's probably how Blaze does it. But if you do it that way, it works great. So yes, it's an improvement. And there's a big old chamfer. It's a lot easier on a frame lock. I think the standard was kind of like a sub frame lock or liner lock, right?
Yeah.
One screw is definitely worth that backspacer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. If it makes the knife better, we got to do it. This thing, the acoustics on it.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's my favorite of those four.
Here, let me try this. If I turn this mic on and turn this one off. Oh. Wait. Yeah, now you can hear me twice, right? Hmm. Let me try. All right. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yep,
All right.
much better. Dude, that sounds much different than when you held up the mic. That sounds sick.
Listen to the close.
Yeah, that's my favorite out of the group. And didn't you say it's thin as shit, or he was saying it was thin?
Did it just freeze?
Yeah, but your voice is fine. I can dance. You know, everybody else is frozen.
Are we back?
You're back.
So here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Doesn't want
Do
me
you
to
think
show
it's
that
the
apparently.
thinness of that hollow grind that gives it that acoustics?
Yes, 100% what gives it that acoustic. So let me switch back because apparently whatever.
What's up, everybody? Be shady.
All right. It's weird that we didn't have issues all night.
No, it could be just.
My internet just took a shit. Oh yeah, my internet took a dump.
It could be solar flares, dude. You never know what causes shit like that to slow down.
I don't know. That's really weird. Should be at like 700. It's like 40. I don't know why I'm. Hold on. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
All right. I switched the mics back. I don't know. Ah, I hate when this shit happens. I don't know why it's being weird. All right, there it goes. Now it's kicked back up to like 450. I wonder why it randomly took a dump when I switched over mics. Very odd. Oh no, it's still doing it, kind of. Just does not like when I try to pick this thing up.
It's because it's so thin, it can't focus on it.
Maybe
That's
it's
weird.
just the motion. Too much motion or something.
Or maybe it's resources in the computer trying to focus on that thin ass blade because it's not doing it on the other knives. Pull that other one up to see if you freeze, just out of shits and giggles. Yep.
Every time I try to show the blade like that. Let me try this.
That's just odd. Are you using that that app that I ended up getting that I never use, and I don't know how to cancel it.
No,
It's
I'm just going
camo.
straight through my MacBook because you can do it just straight through your MacBook.
How'd you cancel camo?
What
Did
do you
you
mean?
just
You
go
just
to,
cancel it.
huh?
You just cancel it. I think I emailed them or something.
Yeah, it's not as easy because I've been looking for a way. It's like, cause that's
Hate
because I
that.
never use it.
So I
Man,
think maybe I just had too many knives on the table. Moment of truth.
hey, Houston, we have liftoff.
You can't hear it though, but I should be able to just switch the mics. Hold on.
So which is your
That
favorite
would have
out of those
been.
four?
See, now I gotta mute. It's so weird. Hold on. I have to mute the one site and unmute the other. It's a whole thing, but can you hear it?
No, unfortunately.
You can't hear that? Hold on, let me. How can you not hear that?
It just was like no sound from the flicking of the blade. That's what you were doing, right? Was it making a little ting when you stroked it like that?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it now.
You can't hear that.
I can barely hear like a little, not nearly as loud as the clicking. And I've got Mackie speakers, but that's sharp, man. That takes the
Crest
internet
says I
off,
hear
didn't
it.
it?
I mean, it's super thin. Like, here's a stout, all right, nip. This also has a good hollow grind. But it sounds good. But this thing just just kidding. But it has a crazy just thin hollow. Let me try a stout. Both best tech. This is thin too. Just doesn't have the same acoustic, that tall, thin ass blade.
Everybody else
Yeah,
can
this
hear it
thing's
singing.
this
Yeah,
thing's gonna
everybody else
be
can.
super popular, I think. I mean, maybe the blade shape will set people off a little bit, push people away because it's a little bit with the poons and stuff.
And
But
what's the blade steel on that one going to be again?
knife itself is really good. You just scared my dog. Hold on, let me switch back.
I'm the only one that couldn't hear it. Everybody else was hearing it.
It's just weird. I have to like mute and unmute the different sites because I'm using two. I have StreamYard open on two Chrome browsers. One incognito browser that I invited myself to. That's how I set this up. And then I have the main one that I'm using, for the face cam. Because I haven't figured out on StreamYard where you can add another camera. Is there a way to just do that? Because that would be easier.
Well, you got to go to what level do you have? I think it's the next level up.
I have the Pro or whatever.
Then you should be able to.
Where do you add another camera? I have no idea. There's just invite. Oh, present maybe. Extra camera.
Yeah, because you got
Okay,
it.
hold on. Let's do some
If you're
tests.
pro, you've got the capacity to do it.
Even though I got to wrap this up, but come on.
First, kick yourself out.
I just left.
What's up, everybody?
All right. So then present extra camera. Oh, no way.
What did it say?
That would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, now you learned something.
I'm such an idiot for not trying that. I invited myself and everything, and I wonder if that was making it good. I don't know. Like, I wonder if it wasn't even connecting with the cord. Like it might have been using just straight Wi-Fi to connect to the camera. So this might, because it seems already right away like the picture's better,
Oh yeah,
right? Let's try
and
to
the
test.
lighting's not funky either.
But you can't hear this because there's no mic, probably.
No, I think everybody else can. I think it's because I don't have headphones on. I think it's just me that wasn't hearing it.
Nah, I don't think it has sound. Pick is way better. I see. Okay. Now, can I do mirroring? Can't do mirroring on this. It says it has no audio source associated with it. If you want to be heard, make sure your main camera is on the stage. There you go. So that's one downside, along with it's not mirrored. And I don't know if I can auto adjust that. Hang on. I might be able to up here. Center stage portrait mode. So I can do this thing with it where it like auto adjusts, but that's stupid.
What'd you just change there? Because
I bet you if I flipped it over, instead of doing this, if I just took the whole camera and turned it around, then oh, see, now I have this problem. This is why I didn't do that, probably. Ugh. Now it's still backwards. So I don't know. Interesting. Sorry, guys. I know. Giving you guys probably fucking making you dizzy over here.
kind of trippy. I enjoyed it. What's up, Floyd Miller?
Just sit that back.
Howard
I
Jackson.
just don't like having where the directions go the wrong way and shit. I hate that.
Hey, Lefty, Texas Knife Guy said he just posted a new video. Go embarrass him some more.
Maybe
check it
next time. I gotta wrap it up soon, so I wish I could just mirror it though. Why wouldn't you be able to mirror a random camera? I don't understand that.
I'm your first view and your first comment.
Wonder why it wouldn't let me. I can hear something. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear it, but it's coming through this. Tell me if it's louder now. Brent is actually sending me a USB mic, so I might start using that. And then maybe it'll sound a lot better. But I'm not sure how I would set that up with all this other shit I already have set up, but we'll see. I'm trying, all right? I'm trying to make it a little better for you guys. Can you mirror it on the source camera? Yeah, but the source camera is the iPhone. And I can go on my desktop here and I have some settings, but I don't see anything to mirror it. That's what I was looking at. Video effects. You know, I don't see an option for mirroring. Oh, it has studio light on. And you turn that off. That must have been what was fucking everything up. Now it's just using the light I have set up, which is studio lighting, which is better. So it's trying to do its own lighting. That's nicer. Definitely brighter anyway. How is there no mirroring option though? It's so dumb.
Tyler wants to know who makes it, and I forgot already.
Now it says video effects off. Oh, because I don't have any on. Got it. It's Best Tech.
No, who you would buy it from. The company.
Monochrome EDC.
Monochrome EDC.
Yeah, go back and watch the live again later, and you can see he was in the chat. His name is Aiden.
Active military, super nice dude.
Is he active military?
Yep. That's what he was saying in the chat, that kind of a passion project right now.
Yeah. And then this one is the Golden Design Caliber, which we talked about earlier if you want to go back and watch the whole thing, but we looked in here with a flashlight And this button is connected to the lock bar insert. So it's a long lock bar insert that goes all the way here and then connects to that button right there. And then when you push that, you push the frame lock out of the way. So it has a legit D10, legit frame lockup. You can also disengage it the normal way. And this is going to come in lefties too, which is pretty cool. Assuming, I guess, it sells enough. I'm not sure if that's a thing. And this one was the Huntsman from Kaiser. James Lowe design. He was in the chat earlier too. We had all the designers here. And he was saying he actually designed this before the Evo ever released. So me saying the handle looks Evo-ish, again, I never said he was copying anything. I was just saying it gave me that's what my brain compared it to. He was saying this was designed before that, which is pretty interesting that they both came to a very similar clip, handle, everything. I mean, back spacer. Both are cool. And I have it upside down. Man. Again, I don't know if you're hearing that, but it just sounds really good.
Yeah, and guys, one last plea. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And let's go follow Texan Knife Guy, who says he's loving the community, glad to be part of it. We're glad to have him here. Show him a little support and sub. He's got 2 videos now, plus shorts. Victorinox is the one he just uploaded that I'm going to watch in a second.
Yeah, definitely check him out.
And
I'm going to put this giveaway together I got.
Yeah, ignore that link that I sent because that's going to take you to the video. Let me go to his page. Yeah, this is where you go to sub. Not that first one unless you want to watch. Right here.
I'll use a lefty bag on this one. Huh? Look at that. Put the boss seat in there. I got to get up early tomorrow with my kid. And gone are the days of having her sleep in. She's waking up at 7:30 like every day now. So it's gonna be a long ass day. Check out these cool Knife Joker stickers.
Those are very cool. Those, what do they call those? Die cut?
And yeah, and this is a sweet Knife Joker pen. You going to Taco Bell?
I don't think I'm going to go tonight. I haven't been though in a couple of weeks or a week maybe. Dude, do a late night live stream for fun. I'll definitely stay up with you and watch. That'd be very cool.
All right, how do you want to do the giveaway? Should we have people go over to a Texas Knife Guy video?
Let's do that just for shits and giggles. Since he's new to the community, show him some love back. You know, let's focus on his new video, the one he just put up.
Okay.
And I'll throw a link in there.
Yeah, put the link in. And then the way you guys will enter is you'll go to the video and you'll like it and you'll subscribe to the channel. And then you'll leave a comment with the word lefty in it somewhere.
Right.
And then I will go to YouTube comment picker, which I hate right now because they won't link to my goddamn Instagram when I need them to. So annoying. It works for this, but paying $7 a month for them to not be able to link to my Instagram. I think it's mostly Instagram sucking ass. They make you have a Facebook page to do it. Like a Facebook page, which I have only to do that, and then it stopped working. And
yeah,
Instagram has every time I open Instagram, it tells me I'm restricted. I can't do ads for some reason, but I have no like posts that are in their like warning thing or whatever. I don't know. It's so dumb.
Howdy, Neil.
Now I have
Ethan
exactly
Derry.
100 subscriptions. My ass backwards brain has to try to keep up with. What subscriptions are you talking about? Tacos. All right, where's the link?
It's it should be. I left it at 11:10. See it in the. I'll send it in
Yeah,
the
can
private
you
chat.
put it in the private chat? Or,
Yep,
or I need
I
to be
will.
able to click it myself.
I'm doing it.
Oh, maybe I can go to the.
No, here it goes. I'm putting it in the
Oh no, I
private
got
chat.
it. I got it. We're good.
You
My
might want to make
opinion
sure.
on
Let me
Swiss
click on it.
Army knives. All right. Okay. 4 minutes. You must love them. Swiss Army knives are cool though.
I have the hardest time getting enough to say about slip joints on reviews. Those are the ones I struggle with. I need to learn more about them though. That's why I don't know anything about them.
I mean, I just go into walk and talk. I mean, just like any video. Walk and talk and then design.
Well, you've got a way that you could just kind of communicate though. You talk just normally, so you can even do a review and not really talk about the knife, and it's entertaining.
This is a Swiss Army knife I actually got from Mark Kaufman. Gave me this.
M-Bomb says, be sure to watch for 1 minute or they will remove his sub.
Yes, I meant to say that. Watch for 1 minute, please. Yeah, Mark Kaufman gave me this. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, man, you need a Swiss Army knife," and I was like, "Okay," and he he just sent it to me.
That's
I guess
cool.
he really likes this model. So this one has, I don't know what this one's called. It just says Officer Suisse. I think that's just the model or line. But it has the long blade. It has the short blade. It has the bottle or can opener, flathead combo, wire stripper, I guess. Then it has the can opener. I guess that's a Phillips sort of. And then it has is this the all? They want to rip my nails off. It's the all,
Yeah,
right?
that's the one that always, as a kid, I can remember that's the one that always just would kill my nail.
Yeah, and you never used.
Ground fog, definitely, buddy. Can I hit
Phillips.
you? Did you hit me up on Instagram before? Did I get it? I don't have my phone over here,
Super
buddy.
tinker?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then it has the toothpick and tweezers. I thought the Super Tinker was a thicker one. This is a, what, 3-layer? I don't know. I have another one that my brother gave me for his wedding. I think it's called the Huntsman.
Yeah, ground fog. What I'm trying to get is your mailing address, buddy. So just shoot it
I
to me on Insta.
prefer this style of multi-tool like that. This is a Micra from Leatherman, so it's folding scissors, which I think makes sense on a thing this size. Then you have a blade in here. You have a little pry flathead thing. You have a file.
You're such a successful influencer. I bought this.
This thing, mini screwdriver. What is it?
It's that Leatherman you were showing off that night.
The Charge Plus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Charge
Except
Plus is the best, dude.
Mine's got G10, or it's not a titanium.
Is it G10? Mine's G10.
But mine's the blackout too.
Where's my mine's downstairs, dude. When we moved in, I used mine constantly. Like, hold on, wait, hold that up. Are you sure it's not that looks like FRN? That's not G10, it's FRN.
Is it FRN on the blackout? And I bought that clip on Amazon.
Nice. Does it just slot into the thing?
Yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, they come with a clip.
I never used the clip, so I took mine off, I think.
Yeah,
actually, I'm not positive what I did with it, but I used it so much that first 2 weeks, dude. It was in my pocket every day. I needed it all the time.
I think let me pull this up real quick because I think it said
I'm sorry, man. The pouch is in here. The pouch is in here, and I gave the other one to Brent. I gave him 2 because I thought he could use them. Pretty sure it was Brent. It was a friend. I know that, and I thought it would work for them. And I gave one away the last live stream. I think she sent me 4. I sent 2 to Brent, 1 in here, and 1 I gave away already. So I don't have another one, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that. Which was the knife you wanted me to put in there? The Swiss Army. It would fit. It would fit in the one that would fit the Pioneer Jack. It would fit right in there perfectly. Nice, dude. I'm glad. Bought my wife a micro. Yeah, somebody gave me 2. I can't remember who it was. I feel terrible right now because they did that. I want to say Steve Coprolite, but I just can't be positive on that. If you're here in the chat, I'm so sorry. Please let me know if you're the one who sent me this. I feel like a dick. But they sent me this one. They sent me another one that has like snowflakes on it. I gave that one to my wife. It's in our junk drawer. She puts everything in the junk drawer, but she did not put it in her purse. I was surprised. But yeah, I like the Micra. I like the I have the PS5 as well. The Squirt, the little pliers one. I'll be honest, I barely ever use any of them. If I need one, I usually grab the full-size Leatherman that I have. I don't know if I showed you guys this. So Zippo insert.
And it's magnetic too, right? There's something besides just the MagnaCut that makes it revolutionary. It's like magnetic.
I think it's just a PS4. I think it's just a free series Leatherman.
I watched the video, but I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at it.
It doesn't look like anything special.
Let's see.
My Leatherman Charge Plus has S30V on it, which is, I mean, I would take that along with MagnaCut for a Leatherman. I definitely would not pay $300 to get MagnaCut over S30V. You can get S30V for 150 or whatever, you know.
It says it preserves the most popular elements, but uses magnets.
Huh.
Let's see. I'm reading a 4. Let me find a better review on it.
I don't know. All right. Hopefully you guys got in on that giveaway because I'm gonna probably run it here.
Let me see how many people have. Yeah, you got to get out of here. Let me see how many people are. Let me refresh.
Where's the thing where I can add more giveaway? Oh, there.
He's up to 53 subscribers from 23.
Lefty.
And it looks like we've got how many comments?
35.
Yep, 35 comments.
All right. Yeah, we only have 85 people, so
seems like more peeps would want
REI sold what? Sold a bunch of them before the launch day. Oops. Huh.
All right, we're up to 37 comments.
Yeah, it's the ARC. I wouldn't mind checking it out. I don't know if I'd pick one up. I have that Goat Tools modular thing. If anybody's looking for one, you can buy it off me. I fucking hate it.
Hey, did you sell your fidget bundle?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, the video did it.
Go for like Steve. That's funny, dude. I don't care who you are. Half of us have already fallen asleep.
Wait, was it him? Did he say if it was him?
Maybe he was one of the was asleep. No, I don't think he's
maybe it wasn't then. Steve, did you give me this Leatherman Micra. Is that you? I don't know why, but I have it in my head that you gave it to me.
Demonot, you go to this
Maybe
video
he
right
said it wasn't
here.
me. Maybe it was Seth Price. Maybe I'm mixing that up. I don't know.
I just posted a link
I
in the
feel bad
chat.
for forgetting now.
Go to that video, like it, subscribe, watch 1 minute of it, and leave a comment with the word lefty in it, and do it quickly.
Did you put the link in again?
Yeah, I did. And so did Pretty Fly.
Yeah, let me go. God damn it. Stupid ass thing. Come on, YouTube. Stop being a
And it's in the
bitch.
private chat for you if you need it.
No, I'm just gonna pin it. I pinned Pretty Fly's comment. So guys, you got 1 more minute to go over there and do it real quick.
We have jumped up to 41 comments. Keep them coming, guys.
Yeah, we'll give it another minute or two. I just need to get to bed. Holy shit, yeah. It's, there's a couple more questions, so.
All right, let's.
Knife thought of the day. If you have damaging the wood, you inadvertently trained yourself to find a sharpening angle. Nice. That's funny. Should I pick up the ABW Model 2 for $329? Is that how much they are? I thought they were under 300, but I mean, that's a great knife. No, wait. It's a good knife. I prefer the Model 1 Warney. They're both Warnies, but I feel like he needed to get some more weight relief on the Model 2. I would go with the Model 1 Warney. It's probably more affordable too. The
It's
Ultra one I have
$199.
is awesome. Which
The
knives
Model
have a
1.
good ting like the JK? This thing did. Has a good sound. Maybe not a ting, but the Jaeger, Brian Brown Jaeger has a ting. You can get a ting on the Evo, Rotten Design Evo. There's not a ton. Not a ton. What's your favorite knife right now? We talked about that. What did I say? I don't even remember. Probably the nip slip or the nip. Just been carrying these a lot.
Paul Mills, run over and leave a comment, Lefty, in that video that's pinned.
And this one, the Sweeney.
Yeah, that's another knife.
Blade Sweeney, man. This has been a favorite of mine. I haven't carried it in a bit because I've just been all over the nips for.
But it's a great knife.
Dude, it's so good. One of my favorites this year. Probably my favorite. Hey there. How do we get into the giveaway? All right, I pinned that comment, so we're good to go there. I almost forgot about the giveaway. Also didn't catch what is being given away. It's a Vosteed Corsair and one of Alice's slips.
For a Leatherman type tool or big slip.
It'll fit. I think it would fit a lot of stuff. It has a clasp, so you could put a lot in there.
Place to stash your bud.
All right, let's see where we at on comments. All right, now we got 47. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds. 10.
It'll take you that long to do the math.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 47. And we ready?
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go. Who's going to win it?
Bang.
Oh, we didn't do the wheel. I screwed up. Forgot. Tyler Jackson. Welcome to the knife community. Hook it up, Lefty. Nice. Tyler Jackson with the win. Where's my marker? Let me write that down. Got my stack of stuff to ship out right here.
And then drop your email in there. What is it? LeftyEDC, LeftyEDC88 @gmail.
Yep. LeftyEDC88 @gmail.com. That reminds me. I ordered that FocusWorks flashlight the other night. That has not shipped yet. It's been like 2 days. I don't even think I got an email about it. Should check on that. I mean, I know it's just one dude, but I like to get orders out fast. Especially if
Thanks,
it's not a drop where you drop like 300, you know, you should be able to get orders out in a day, right?
Yeah, or at least let you know what your status is.
Yeah. It always bugs me when you order something and then it ships like 5 days later. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, that's Jordy.
Crazy to see it sit there and processing when somebody just needs to stick it in a goddamn box.
Yeah,
It
and it
can
wasn't like a
process in
drop.
3
Like
days.
he just has them on his website, and he had ones that were sold out. So I'm assuming he's not gonna make it. You know what I mean? Oh, holiday weekend up here, Kev. See, this is why we talk shit and find out. When did that holiday weekend start, though? Because that was Thursday night, so Friday. Yeah, all right. I'll give him a pass.
Happy holiday, Todd.
I was just hoping I'd have it take it to Blade West. There's no way it was getting here by Wednesday. So, because he's in Canada. Yeah, right here, dude. Email me LeftyEDC88@gmail.com and I will get that out to you. I
Later,
gotta run
Steve.
because I am absolutely gonna be tired as fuck tomorrow. Luckily, I slept late today, so hopefully that carries over. But
You'll bounce through it, dude. I
yeah,
enjoyed hanging with you.
yeah, you too, man. Monday is Columbus. Is it Columbus Day here too? I don't. I've never gotten off for Columbus Day.
I think that
Thanksgiving
just
in
means
Canada.
no mail.
Well, hey,
Crispy
Thanksgiving.
critter.
Oh, you guys. Why didn't anybody mention that? Happy
Good to
Thanksgiving,
see you,
guys.
buddy. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. And yeah, I love you guys. Javon, anything you want to say?
Man, just look out for each other and welcome Texan to the community. I'm glad you stopped by and I'll check out your videos. But I love all you guys, gals.
Awesome. Oh, and come check out Divo Knives if you go to Blade West, table 9E. And there probably won't be a live stream. There won't be a live stream next Thursday. Forgot to mention that because I'll be in Salt Lake City, hopefully hanging out with some of you mofos. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks for coming out. Love y'all.